Woo! You don't need a crowd when you're chosen. They slept on you. Now make them regret it. Make them regret it. Let them talk. Let them talk. You too busy building. Woo! You too busy building. They thought you were done. You were just getting focused. You were just getting focused. Elevation requires separation. Don't fear the distance. Woo! Don't fear the distance. A focused mind is more dangerous than any weapon. Big dog. Yeah, that's right.
Good morning, good morning. Oh, let me get this off. Hold on. Where's that? Come on. There we go. How's everyone doing? Let's say hello. Hey, Terry. Hey, Steven. My girl, JJ. Rabbit. Hey, Education. Oh, did you get hit with the snow? When I tell y'all that shit just missed us, like we were right on the line where you're either going to get next to nothing or fucking dumped on. Yeah, just missed us. I could not have been more happy. Even my kids were happy. They were like, more snow. Like, Baltimore is over it. Even the kids. Hey, Jellos. Hey, Teresa. Hey, Jojo. I hate that I can't see people's actual channel names anymore. It's only the ats. Hey, Mikey. My favorite Stanley Cup. Hey, Triple Threat. Good to see you. Oh, God. It had to be this one that you had to catch. That's all right. Triple Threat. She's known me for a while on YouTube. I don't think nothing would surprise her. Hey, Sassy. Hey, Envy Me. Yay. You made it on time. I did not. Nope. Okay. Did I get... Hey, Michelle. It's good to see everyone. I couldn't find a funny intro song this time. Sorry, y'all. Cindy, how about you get your ass in the live? Hold on, y'all. Cindy needs help. My girl needs some direction. Comes first. Why don't you click the link, too? Every time I say click the link, I always think of Real. R.I.P. Real. Click the link. All right, how are we going to start this one? You guys, I have notes today. So, let's get into this. The reason I was late. So, we're going to go over live today. And I did not realize this because I've been taking notes and just like working on shit to get ready for this. Well, the person deleted the live. Thankfully, I caught most of it. My screen recordings are going to be a little fucked up. So y'all are going to have to bear with me. Again, if you come here expecting any level of professionalism, you are in the wrong place. You're committed to being late because I was late. And you were even more late than me. Hey, girl. Hey, Shyla. And I am hoping to have a special guest on panel, but haven't heard from them this morning, so we will see. They get very busy, so no worries. Hey, Cree. Good to see you. All right. I'm kind of, I'm wondering how I should go about this. Hey, Susie. Susie Q. I kind of want to hold out a little bit to see if this person is going to make it up, because I know they have a lot to say and they wanted to react to this with me. Hey, Abby. All right, girl. Thanks for popping in. So we're going to have to switch things up just a little bit. There's some names. Oh, hold on a second, y'all. Damn. Just determined to get interrupted today. I'm already like off my game today and like off track and not knowing how exactly I want to go about this. I ordered DoorDash and they're out of my coffee that I wanted. It just figures that would happen today. Because I didn't have coffee like myself. I always have coffee at home. I didn't have coffee this morning. And now I actually order a coffee and they're out of what I want. You know what? If that's the worst thing that happens today, I will fucking take it. All right. So we're going to have to switch things up just a little bit. Some people are feeling the need to throw like threats out there, which I don't understand because nothing has been shown. No screenshots, nothing. And they won't. And I won't show anyone. But, we're going to have to switch things up. So some people's names I'm no longer going to say. Some people's names I am going to start to say. So it is what it is. And you'll just have to figure out who's who if I happen to give them a nickname. All right. So I spent the morning going through a lot of stuff. And I took a lot of notes. I wanted to get into some things that we either didn't touch on before or I didn't go into specifics about. I'm thinking maybe I'm just going to jump into the live and try to incorporate all this into the reaction. It's a lot though, y'all. I kind of wanted to go a little bit, you know what? Let's start here. Let's do this. Get rid of this. Cindy, would you want to come up here for this? Because I'm going to go over some screenshots. And maybe you'd want to come up and react with me, and we'll bounce off each other, if you're able. And these are in no particular order. There's no order here. We'll go over these first. I was going to save these for the end. But since I'm going to try to hold out and just wait a tiny bit, see if my special guest decides to pop up. All right. Yeah, well, that was quick as shit. Hey, girl.
Hello. Sorry.
Hey,
How are you?
Hold on. Why is my volume so low? Let me see if I can turn you up on my end.
Oh, I was trying not to be super loud. That's why.
Yeah, I don't know if it's just me.
All right, let me turn my volume up. Hold on. I put my volume low. Can you hear me better now?
Yes.
I had put my volume down. Sorry.
Let me see, though. I still think my shit's low on my end. I'm going to turn you up a tiny bit more.
Okay. And I can't see the chat because if I click out of the chat, StreamYard starts acting crazy. So I'm going to stay put.
Okay. I'll bring anything up.
Okay, thank you.
So I'm going to have to pull up these screenshots. So I took some screenshots from the First Sock Ever channel, aka B.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on. I got to correspond the note. Cindy, I sent you a depiction of the notes I took so you can see how. Oh, here we go.
Oh, I saw it. That was hilarious and efficient.
Really?
I think so, because I need to start writing notes, but
I write like a doctor.
But I forget to look at my notes. Writing notes and not looking at them doesn't help.
Yeah, when things get going, I forget to too. Okay, so this first screenshot that we're looking at here, I'm going to read it and then I'm going to correspond it to what was happening behind the scenes with certain people. So this is First Sock Ever, and she's actually talking about Glitter. I hope NVMe's still here, and I hope Glitter makes her way in. First Sock Ever says, is any one of her friends going to tell her criminal charges will look bad to the real estate board when applying for your license? You are not just invading your ex-friend's privacy, you're sharing a third party's. And then they attach like a screenshot of like the penalty of doing that, blah, blah, blah. What's funny is exactly when First Sock Ever posted this, behind the scenes, B was talking about how mad she was at Glitter. And if Glitter wants her real estate license, then she better leave Tira alone about the emails. And then boom, First Sock Ever was on their channel saying the exact same thing.
And are we talking about the emails of a channel that belonged to Glitter?
Yes.
Okay, so did that part escape her? That the channel belonged to Glitter and was in her name, and she had every right to share that and want her name removed from that channel? Like the important details seem to escape these people. Well, they do it on purpose, right? Because the truth is not what they're seeking. It's their own agenda. That was her channel, First Sock Ever, BTU. So, and she had every right to come and defend herself and her husband, because again, Tira was talking shit, dragging her, mentioning her kids, disparaging her character. And that's like saying, because somebody doesn't say my exact full name, people in my real life won't know who somebody's talking about. And I have no right to defend myself. Like, get out of here.
Yep. There's going to be quite a few more examples of exactly the kind of scenario I just played, okay? And JJ, yes, this channel of Tira's was in Glitter's name. Yep. So Glitter, it took her a while. She was trying to go through YouTube, do it all, whatever. Well, she finally got into the email because every time Glitter tried to change, like, the password, whatever, to the channel so that Tira could no longer log in, it would send an email to whatever email was associated with the channel that Tira had access to that Glitter could not get in at the time. So that's what happened. And look,
exactly.
Right, here we go. NVMe says, yes, the email belongs to Glitter. The email account is 1,000% under all of Glitter's information, along with the channel.
Exactly. So you're trying to say there's going to be criminal charges for her accessing her own channel and discussing wanting to be removed from a channel that is hers legally. Like, make that make sense.
Yep. Did you mean to say was banned from YouTube? Because I'm pretty sure that lines up. Tira lost her channel. And then afterwards is when Glitter did that for her, like put it under her name.
Yeah, I think she meant YouTube because she was banned from YouTube. So she couldn't use her own name or an email address she's ban evading. Yes. She's ban evading to this day. YouTube removed your channel for a reason. For harassment against Jessica Kent, for replaying other people's content, like she used to do the soft white underbelly. She's just re-upload their content, no commentary, which is pirating. So
exactly that. All right, hold on. I'm trying to find the other corresponding note to this next screenshot. I might not have one. Whatever. I'll just talk about it. All right. So this one, and again, you guys, I'm going to have to, blur out some stuff because there's just certain names and stuff that I'm not willing to share. So this is a post from First Sock Ever saying, I am not a certain person. Okay. There's another one you can look underneath that says, this was the second version, tag someone, and it's a community post, I believe, from Jugs. Well, isn't it that this exact time in the Four Corners group chat, no, I'm sorry, hold on. Okay, we got to go over that too. In the group chat with the 4 people, this is exactly what B was talking about at the time. And someone, I don't know if it was Shelly or whoever it was, like, I guess they were talking about I think even in the main group chat, I could be mistaken, but they were talking about how they thought that First Sock Ever was a certain person. So this conversation's going on, and then boom, a little tiny bit later, here is First Sock Ever coming out saying, I am not that person that they were talking about. And the same thing with the Jugs community tab post. They were apparently looking for a post or something, or the other creators were looking for this. They were talking about it in the group chat, and then boom, First Sock Ever comes with the receipts and posts it for them.
Exactly. And it's things that, again, there was other group chats, because Bliss is going to talk about it later. People playing semantics and trying to confuse people with details that are insignificant. This group chat was also called Four Corners. Okay, what Bliss was talking about was the group chat with 4 people in it. That's what she was talking about. And she would say the main group chat when she was talking about the group chat that had more than the 4 people. So, Chicago, am I allowed to say her name?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Okay. So Shitty, trying to do the smoke and mirrors or the sleight of hand. Don't look at this hand. Look at this hand. Girl, shut up. Okay. So Bliss is going to clear that up. But in the one with the 4 people, things that were being discussed would be posted to YouTube by this First Sock Ever. Now, unless she's a clairvoyant, how would she know to post this stuff simultaneously while it was being discussed in a group chat of only 4 people? Things that make you go, right?
Well, that's funny because that's what someone says. Like, there were just so many like little things and little coincidences that just kept adding up. I mean, This isn't a coincidence. Maybe one time of like this happening, like, oh, they're talking about something in a chat and then this channel posted. Not multiple fucking times.
And it's not months later. It's like while they're actively talking about it, discussing it, this sock account that, again, may we add, right? We had assumed it was a whole separate person for months, right? And we made that assumption very publicly. The account stayed there. But the live that Bliss Chris did, where she openly said, I think this account is B2U, while she was live, the account disappeared. They deactivated the account. That, again, is another coincidence. And we're not conspiracy theorists, but so many coincidences add up to circumstantial evidence. Like, girl,
exactly. Exactly. So I'm just going to go over the group chat situation real quick. So and again, we're some long-winded bitches, so this may be 2-part, and it's fine because it gives me something to do next Tuesday anyways. But if we do get to Shitty's live today, she is talking about, like, she's trying to purposefully mix up the group chats. And B did the same thing. So the main group chat was called Not Felons. I'm looking at it, okay? Not Felons. And then the 4-person group chat was literally just siren emojis. But the Shelly, like, when she talks about it, she calls it sirens, okay? So when Shelly and them fall out, the Not Felons main group chat gets switched to Shelly Kick Rocks. Okay. Then when they make up again, and now like her and Shelly and those 4 people are now all talking again, B then changes the name of the main group chat to 4 Corners, which is what B and them would always refer to their Sirens group chat as because of the 4 people in it. They like something was along the lines was always said, oh, this is our square. These are our 4 corners. These are our 4 people. This is our spot. I hope that makes sense. Like she's trying to cause a finnuckery, like she's trying to confuse people. And then when Shitty does a live like this, she can kind of get away with saying what she's saying because the main chat then was called 4 Corners.
Yes, they're trying to create reasonable doubt. And again, pointing out details that are inconsequential, right? Okay, it doesn't matter. The things that you said is what matters. And the fact that there was a group chat with 4 women in it. So things that were said in that can only be gotten between the 4 people. But again, it's a diversion tactic. It's a diversion tactic.
Yeah.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Exactly that. All right. Let's see what else we have here. Oh, I think I went backwards. I did. Oh, this one's going after JJ. So, and again, I'm showing these to show a pattern. Which one person has these specific issues with all of these specific people? Okay, that's what I want you to think about when we're looking at these. So this is a screenshot shown, I believe, of JJ's reply comment. And First Lock Ever posted it and says, sitting next to Pop and Jugs doing all of this and not having an issue with it. You were on the channels with so-and-so too. You were and still are tangled up in all the nasty, but when you got a taste of it, it's a problem. Who the fuck does that sound like?
That's exactly what they've been articulating forever, right?
Yep.
And again, I know a lot of people said that, right? Oh, you only cared when it happened to you, which is not factual. We cared before it happened to us, hence why it happened to us. The truth matters. But again, a bunch of coincidences are not coincidences.
No, I don't believe in coincidences at all anymore. And yes, honey, her name is Chicago, but we call her Shitty.
Hey, Kratos.
Just fucking shitty. All right, let's move it on. Oh, well, this is the one that I wanted to show last time, Cindy. So this was, let me see. Hold on. The next one might, no, not that one yet. This is Rediscover Me Liza posting under Real Life About Me. And this was when, I think I have the screenshot in this mix. This was when First Lock Ever made a post saying like that my stuff was dismissed. And Liza just thought it was hilarious, apparently. She loved it.
Listen, it's Lisa, because they will come back and get on us for mispronouncing her name. They have said so many times.
I don't fucking care.
Idiots.
I don't respect this bitch.
Sorry. Sorry.
Hey, there's Glitter. Hey, girl, you might want to back up just a tiny bit. I went over something that had something to do with you. I think you're going to want to hear it. Okay, let me see if I can find that. Oh, here's the other one. Okay. Oh, here it is. That's the post. These are the 2 comments here was Rediscover Me.
Yep, posting about your real life stuff. But we're the ones that are doing all the dirty. Where have we done that? Where?
Exactly.
Where have we posted community tabs talking about somebody's legal case, mocking it, posting it before they even disclosed it to the public? Please, I would love to see that.
Yep, I even heard something of B saying that about me, Shannon, and all of us, like all the dirty we've done to them. What? I mean, isn't that how this all started, kind of, with that community tab post? She wanted us to go to her and specifically tell her the issues that we had. Mm-hmm. We've done that, and crickets.
what she's done to us personally, and we asked the same question of her. We were in a chat. What comments did I make personally to B that is so egregious that affected her mental well-being, affected her financially, affected her even socially on YouTube? We don't have to like each other. And articulating that I don't like you is not harmful to you. Again, stop it with the crybaby crap. These are grown adults. What have we done personally? Have we looked into you, B? Have we posted things from your personal life? No, ma'am. No, we were in a chat of somebody you think is the worst, and that was our crime.
She posted stuff personal for me, so let's listen to this. And this is also going to coincide with stuff that was said and like done in this group chat.
That's suspicious.
Yeah, that's funny.
That's weird.
What is all that fucking noise at the end, too? So, you guys, this is a screenshot of the court docket. And when this was first posted, it was not redacted. It had my full name.
It had all your information. None of it was blacked out. Yeah. It was just the whole document with all the information open like that. Yep.
Yep. And what's funny is the whole Cardi B, it's suspicious. That's weird. That is something that Just Lies said all the time in the group chat. Like, she would always put that like Cardi B meme or what GIF, whatever. And then here comes First Sock Ever adding it to a short. And I know that's a popular, like, you know. All right, let's go back a little bit and we'll get back to that. Because that's something I wanted to show a receipt of. All right, let me find my notes. Hold, please. I may not have made a note on this. Let me see. Hold on, guys. Oh, here we go. All right. So in the group chat, B says that she was tagged in a YouTube short a long time ago. She found it and shared it to the Four Corners group chat. Then all of a sudden, another set of creators were all of a sudden looking for this specific short, and boom, First Sock Ever came through with it. Look who's tagged, who was originally tagged.
Things that make you go, right? I'm not going to use that suspicious. That's weird. That's suspicious.
Yep. Isn't that so ironic? All these coincidences? All right. Let's go to this one, because this is something that I mentioned last time. That B had sent me this like long fucking screen recording to, you know, basically to sum up the 7 minutes, I think it was. She's just throwing Pop under the bus the whole time. Like, that's pretty much what it was. I will say, I didn't see this because I never watched the whole thing, but she did drop some receipts at the end. I'll give her that. But while she's must have been screen recording and like editing it all, she left this notification in there that I guess popped up on top of her phone. And remember, I told you guys in the live after I came forward saying that I thought B was First Sock Ever, me and Pop did another live where someone came up on panel, and I had specifically asked this someone if B ever came to her with shit about me, or if they conversed about me together behind the scenes, and I was quickly told no. Well, here we go. So while B is doing this like screen recording, they are like currently behind the scenes in Discord talking about me. This person says, what a mess. I hate that she's gotten so involved in all of this. I don't know what started all of this. Hell, it's too much BS to remember, to be honest. And I'm going to say, because it may not come off right away, why this really hurt me, because this person knew that everything I was going through at this time. So for her to just refer to it as bullshit and for her too much to remember, that was kind of a slap in the face to me.
And it's so dismissive because it's never too much to remember when it's the stuff that's being done to you. And it's so dismissive to act as if it's just YouTube fodder and like get over it. Of course she's going to remember. I remember everything Bliss Chris went through and JJ, you know, I remember it because it was that deep to us. They're my friends. And even if it's not being done to me, I'm going to remember the emotion, everything that they were experiencing because I love them. And hey, my KK, my vagina.
KK.
I love mines, girl.
I think she's impersonating someone.
She definitely is. She definitely is. Her bestie.
All right, so here's keep in mind, there were 2 of these notifications in that screen recording. This one says, I'm going to tell her if she would like to communicate with you, though, she needs to reach out to you personally because I don't want to be involved in whatever BS is going on between the 2 sides. And this is exactly what I stated on the live. And because this person was so upset with me after that first Sock Ever live that I didn't come to her. This is what she told me all the time. I didn't bring this shit to her, but here's B bringing this shit to her. But why is this person saying that I need to reach out to B when B is the one going to her about me? She should be fucking telling B that.
And I agree. And that's the thing, that you tried to keep her out of it, not to involve her in the BS. And somehow it still fell back on you because B would bring her the BS, like tattletelling. But somehow the burden still fell on your shoulders for you trying to be respectful of your friendship and not involving her. And then you were told publicly that you should have told her. You couldn't win for losing, in my opinion. In that situation, you couldn't win for losing, and people's minds were made up. And I think that anyway, let me shut up right there. So
yeah, people's minds were made up. But it's funny that all this is coming out now and there's no video done to take up for me like there was for B. I'm not surprised. Don't get me wrong. Not surprised.
Yeah, right. No kind of damn, and trying to again minimize the things that were being done to you behind the scenes. Like, no, that's not regular gossip. I'm getting ahead of myself. Let me shut up and wait till you play it. But get the fuck out of here. We don't gossip like that. We don't gossip.
No.
We call people a few bitches. We don't look into their deed and stuff. That's not regular women. And if any women think that that's regular gossip, you need to reevaluate your whole existence.
It's Shitty here refers to it, and that's what got the title of this live, as just normal, regular water cooler women gossip. Really?
No,
looking at aerial views of my home,
your deed and all the things. Imagine if water cooler like references work. Imagínate being at work. Let me show you this aerial view of this bitch that I hate, a coworker that I hate. Look at her house. Look at her fence. Look how many, square footage she has of her house. Bitch, huh? No, ma'am.
No. How far my sister lives from Shelly.
Talking about your deceased mom. No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
Yep. And it's funny, I shared a live that I did like 4 or 5 months ago. And it was like the second one we did responding to B the last time. And it's funny, I made a connection of a pattern. B really likes to look up like how far people live from each other. Like that's fucking weird. In that live, she was doing it with Chris and like Chris's grandchildren. The fuck?
Yeah, that's intrusive. And please don't, anybody watching, don't ever normalize that stuff. Don't ever become desensitized to people doing things like that. That's not normal. It's intrusive, it's violating, and again, it's not normal. Don't normalize that type of shit.
If that is if you guys agree with Shitty that is normal water cooler women gossip, just get the fuck away from me. I want to clearly state I want nothing to do with anybody's real life. I promise that everything I do on my channel will be kept to YouTube. I only commentate and maybe do a little bit of trolling memes back in the day. Like, that's as far as I go. Do not send me anyone's real life information. I want no parts. I don't care if I like you. It will be instantly deleted and you will be blocked. I want to clearly state that for all to hear. I don't do that shit.
Nope. And I stopped using my original IG for that very reason. I had that IG for years. I had like 5,000 followers on my IG. I loved my IG. I had shared most of my life, that was before my YouTube. And I stopped using it because people were not respecting my boundaries. Stop sending me shit. I don't want to know. I don't need to know that shit. So I just stopped using my IG altogether and created a new one. And no one should have to do that.
And hey, Miss Tabitha, you girl. Round of applause for Miss Tabitha. She was going in the other day. And of course, I was sharing the screenshot of the comments, and we were all just cracking the fuck up, girl.
Yes, you were on fire, girl. I was
never seen her like that.
She was too through. She was too through with the shit.
Oh, shit. Exactly. Don't send me that shit. Yeah, round of applause for Miss Tabitha. And I saw Sunshine popped in. Hey, Sunshine. All right, so I just want to back up a tiny bit because I did find a corresponding note to something that I shared. So someone said in the group chat that another channel had made a community tab post that was taken down, okay? This person said to the group chat, well, ask so-and-so. They have bots on us, and I'm sure the other channel as well. So ask so-and-so if they have it. Then a few minutes later, here's First Sock Ever making a community post tagging said people, asking if they had that specific post. How would First Sock Ever know they were looking for said community post?
And it's in the same immediate time frame, guys. That's what we're saying. Coincidences is maybe a week later, a month later, someone else has the same thought process. This is simultaneously while they're discussing it. First Sock Ever is posting this stuff.
Yeah, B also shared a screenshot of my case in the group chat. The same one that I showed that First Sock Ever made a short of.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
So Just Lies in the group chat is accusing First Sock Ever of being someone else, someone that Cindy we originally thought was First Sock Ever.
Yes.
Then minutes later, First Sock Ever made that community tab post that I showed a screenshot of to say, I'm not this
that
person.
Exact person. Yep. Again, guys, too many coincidences. She said it in that group chat, and this First Sock Ever posts that specific person. I am not this person. Come on, y'all. Like, it's ridiculousness. It's crazy. And again, like, people want to play people for stupid, but we're not stupid. That's ridiculous. There's that much of a coincidence. These people need to play lotto because they will become billionaires with that kind of luck. The odds are forever in your favor, bitch, with those kind of odds. Like, come on, man.
Terry, you're going to have to figure that out. I'm sure it's not that difficult. So here's another coincidence. B said, all the time in the chat, I'm creating distance with so-and-so. Then First Sock Ever made a post, and I looked through the channel, I couldn't find this one. I know I have it though. First Sock Ever made a post asking if there's been distance between me, Cindy, JJ, and another set of creators, and how long has this distance been created? Kind of like...
Wait, can you repeat that? I'm sorry.
Yep. So in the group chat, this is something that B always said. She always said, I'm creating distance with so-and-so, whoever she was talking about there. Then First Sock Ever made a post asking if there's been distance between me, you, Cindy, and JJ, and another set of creators, and how long has this distance been created?
Wow. And again, that post is made just to start more issues, because anybody, you could go back to my channel and it's very apparent when said distance was created and what the situation surrounding that distance was. So, and why is it important to First Sock Ever anyway? Except but to try to get this conversation started, right? To then start dragging us again. It's ridiculous and it's gross. And these are grown ass women.
Yep. Let's see. Kind of like how the post that was put up a few days ago and then deleted, I think like 15 minutes later, how that was just done to send a threat to someone.
Yep.
But you know, by doing that, you confirmed everything we said, right?
Exactly. That's it confirmed that without us having to show anything, that we were telling the truth. We wouldn't lie, right? If something is an assumption or an opinion, it will be stated as such, but we've seen it. We've seen it in black and white. We've heard their own voices saying these things. And again, that's not against the law, because I'll just say this: New Jersey is a beautiful and nice place to live, and I'm so glad I live here. But if you share conversations of someone else and then you cry about your conversations being shared of said conversation that you violated, no, stop it right now. Get some help.
A couple other things that I've heard. JJ, B is, whoo, you got her triggered being a member to her channel. She does not like that girl.
That's crazy. You can't control who becomes members to your channel, guys. That's why I tell people members only is not private. It's not you sitting with your girlfriends gossiping. It's not a gossip session. You can't control who becomes members to your channel. And it's so crazy that these people want this little, group chat scenario on YouTube, which is a public platform. Members only are still public, and you cannot stop people. You could block them. They won't be able to comment. They can still view your content. Don't say anything you don't stand behind. That's it. Punto y final. Stand up for your shit. You know what I mean? Stand behind what you say, and you won't have any issues.
That's all it takes. It's pretty simple. And hey, Pixie.
Hey, Pixie
Oh, yeah.
Dust. Hey, Stanley. Go.
Oh, Stanley, like, she is on edge knowing JJ's a member.
Yes. And that's
Something
why.
else I heard.
Mm-hmm.
Huh?
No, I said, and that's why she's mad, because she feels like there's, oh God, now they're going to know what I said. Girl, like, you didn't have that secrecy before that. What the hell? It's not a safety net. It's not, you know what I mean? It's not a support group, girl. Like, stop it. So go ahead, continue. Sorry.
No, you're exactly right. So I thought Terry would be interested in this one. Apparently, B, and keep in mind, this was said like months ago when y'all were still friends. B is done with being told by Terry, or being questioned by Terry. Terry's on my last nerve, not a friend of mine. Sorry, I'm reading my doctor handwriting. And also,
Yikes.
Terry, why is it okay that Terry's in that group with Shannon and Bliss and all the nasty stuff they said about us and done to us? Hey, Missy,
But hey, Missy, but what nasty stuff have we said? That we don't like you and we think you're a bitch? Oh my God, call the police, call the police. I think you're a bitch, B. And that's the first time I've ever really called you a bitch. But um, B to you, I think that's what the B stands for. So that's what we've said. That's the extent of it. What have we done to you? Show us. Show us, B. You should have so many examples of things that we've done to you, B. Show it, please. Por favor.
She should.
Yeah.
I mean, she's hated me forever because of Tira. Let's make that clear. Then I started getting friendly with some people that are also friendly and supportive of Tira. Then it changes to you supported those people. You were in those chats, okay? Then it changed to you said I'm first sock ever. Like,
she keeps moving the goalpost every few
yes.
weeks. It's for a different reason. Sounds like someone else I know. That everybody's the villain in her story. No self-reflection, no accountability. That you are what you blame everyone else of, and that is why they assume that everyone else is behaving behind the scenes the exact way they behave because it's so normal to them. And that they assume that we do the same thing. And I can tell you that no way, we don't.
Well, Terry, just like why she doesn't like me, we exposed her. You knew she was lying. I know that she's first sock ever. She can't answer those questions. She cannot.
No, so it's easier to play the sympathy card. These people are relentless. And B to you, you can thank Chicago for us now discussing it further because she wanted to come and try to do the sleight of hand with this main account was called, this main group chat was called this, and minimize everything that was said and done to Bliss Chris in your group chat as water cooler women gossip. And no, the fuck you won't, Chicago. No, the fuck you won't do that and minimize what was done to Bliss. I'm sorry. No, you won't.
I will throw one bone to Chicago because, and it's not even, it's just the truth. So the person that, I'm seeing all this stuff, okay? Chicago wasn't always very active in the chats. Like, I guess she was like one that would pop in, view a bunch of stuff, and then maybe go for a few days. It's like the assumption I made from that. So I don't know. But she was part of the chat when my shit was being like gone through with a fucking fine tooth comb.
And I get that because I'm usually gone, right? I'm usually gone for days, so I get that, and I miss a lot. I do. Like, you can sometimes you don't want to scroll all the way back up. Your friends are having conversations and stuff, but we're talking about the deeds that were done by people. Again, we're not saying you're guilty by association. We're talking about the active deeds and things that were said and done by people that refuse to even acknowledge it. They refuse to acknowledge it.
They can't admit to their nasty.
No.
If I have nasty to admit to, because you're the one saying that I'm doing all this nasty stuff to you, like, please show me. So
me too. Show us.
Yeah. All right. So apparently, like, B is upset because people like myself and the lovely Shannon Moore, hello, she just popped in. She can only listen, y'all. She's upset that people like me and Shannon have the opinion that B is kind of threatening Shelly in a way to, like, keep her close. So after the first fallout, B legit did threaten her. And threaten, basically she said, remember those group chat messages? That's when Shelly's grandmother was, in hospice and you were going through stuff with Grams. That stuff could be exposed too. And then sent her like this fake like cease and desist, I guess. I don't know what else to call it. So she's upset with me and Shannon that we have these opinions, but that's what she did the whole time.
That is exactly what she did, and that's what they did. They tried to scare Shelly multiple times with threats, different threats of personal information
They
being
just did it
outed.
last week.
Yes, yes, which is gross behavior.
It's disgusting. And she went on about how we've all done 9-hour live streams on her. She says, I mean, I mentioned Bliss one time and she did like 2. Bitch. Those, like, these lives were not all about you. You, honey, bless your heart. It's not all about you.
And so what if they were, Bliss? And so what if they were? You're
True that.
saying it publicly. You're doing public lives. Again, she chooses to be a content creator on a public platform. People can have opinions on your opinions. That is how the internet works. So even if you did do live after live of her lives, suck it up. Suck it up, Buttercup. That's how the YouTube works. Like, I don't understand these people. How do they survive in life? I keep asking myself that. But you haven't. She's exaggerating. And a lot of people that are perpetual victims exaggerate, right? God.
Yep. All right, one more thing I have here in my notes. So JJ did a community post like a few months back, and she was promoting Shannon and Shannon's channel, and she did this really nice like promo community tab post. Well, B did not like that. And I only bring this creator up to try to get you guys to understand what B was doing and what I was hearing. Cindy, you remember EKC, right?
Of course, EKC people suck.
Do you remember her like funny translation videos?
Yes, of course. She did a lot on Katie Joy.
Yes. So you would hear what Katie, like she would show a clip of Katie Joy and what Katie Joy said, and then pause it and then do like a funny translation. Like what she really meant is blah, blah, blah. That's
Yes.
exactly what B did to JJ. And I'm not going to repeat it word for word because it wasn't even funny or like worth mentioning at all. But basically it said like, oh, Shannon, who's been around for years, that now all of a sudden they suddenly care about because she's supporting them and sharing their stuff.
But we've been supportive of Shannon forever. A lot of times we do it privately, not privately, silently, to not bring them any added drama. The same thing with Terry Lynn. I watched her all the time, but because she was friends with those people that didn't like us, I stayed out of her chat. I stayed out of her comment section. I watched it on a replay. I gave it a like, just not to cause her any issues. And that we do that a lot of times because it's not more important to show everybody, hey, I'm here. We're not trying to disrupt their chat. Terry used to do that all the time. Come into my chat purposely to disrupt my chat or to mess with my chatters. And I'm not going to do that. You know what I mean? I'm not going to troll somebody that I support just to get at their chat. So that's what we do.
And that's what B, again, would do to me in that creators chat, but not directly like Tira. It was always sideways. And I can confidently say that that was the only time I ever went to that creator to talk about B with her. And it was just to show her like, look, like this keeps happening. Can you please ask her to stop?
And it was in her chat. So you had every right to bring it to her and make her aware of what's happening in her chat. It's not like it happened in somebody else's chat and you're tattletelling. It was her chat. You gave her the respect. Because if you fire back at her, you don't want to be seen as the bad guy. You know what I mean? Giving her a heads up. Like, hey, can you tell her to quit it?
Yep. And thank you, Teresa. You guys, please go sub to Shannon. She's just such good people. And hey, Euphoria. Euphoria says, I don't understand, and that might be because so much has happened and I stay struggling to catch up. But why was Bliss ever a target? That is a great question, Euphoria. I mean, I guess they never considered me a target. Chicago just considers it water cooler women gossip talk. To look at aerial views of people's homes and the deed to their house and their sister and their deceased mother. Hey, Audie.
Yeah, I guess
So
that's all regular schmegular shit, huh?
I have never. I couldn't.
Fucking weirdos. They're fucking weirdos, dude. Tira, you love to call people weirdos. The call is coming from in the house, bitch. Sorry.
JJ, exactly. Shannon, we started promoting her when she started doing content. We've always been very cordial, and I've always liked Shannon, but it was only in like live chats and comment sections. Exactly. Just scrolling down, y'all. Euphoria, I hope you're doing well. Exactly. That's why I've always liked Shannon too. Exactly. So I'm not alone. And no, you know what? Before all this shit, I was lost because before B started coming back at me, I don't watch anything. I don't pay attention to the shit typically. I'm only doing it now because it's piqued my interest because people were looking into my whole fucking life. And this bitch, Chicago, thinks it's fine. It's not. No one should be doxxed. No one should be looking into unless someone is seriously online doing something illegal or that you consider harassment. And listen, that is one thing. Like, I can't put myself in other people's position to see things that maybe they see that could be considered harassment. But you know what? That's not for me to judge. It's their shit. So if people do feel the need to go legal, that I think is the only credible time to look up someone's information. And it doesn't need to be done or shared publicly or with anyone.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
All right, let's get into this. Have you you haven't even watched this, have you, son?
Girl, no. Hell no.
Should I put an overlay up?
Yes, because people might be cry and try to strike, even though it's
Yeah.
publicly. Just put an overlay, yeah.
I kind of wanted to share the chat, but you guys, there was only one
It's fair
person.
use, girl. It's fair use. Just
It
keep
is, yeah.
commentating. It's fair use. So good luck with that. You know what I mean?
What is this? Let's see what this one does. Oh no, it just brought up okay, well that's nice. I wish StreamYard offered more overlays or gave you like one free overlay save of your choosing.
I know.
Okay, thank you for being here. We're gonna have the thank you sign up, y'all. All right, let me share this. And it should just share the audio now. Now, again, Shitty decided to delete the live or private it, whatever she did. And again, I don't pay attention to her. So I did not even realize that until right before, like right when I was about to click go live. I pulled up YouTube, went to bring it up, saw it was gone. But I got most of it, y'all. I got most of it. But just bear with me because there may be some times where I accidentally press the skip to live button and then I have to like rewind and find where I was. So just bear with me. And just let me know if y'all can hear it.
Up until that day, she was supposed to be like your worst enemy, but you go and you tell her the worst thing that's happened to your family. Why did you bother with us? Why did you reach out to B? Why? You took a private help group.
I know the sound's low. Can you hear it though, son? Or can y'all? It is, I know it's low. I don't know how to, hold on. Yeah, I have it all the way up too. I can't. It's all the way the fuck up. It must have been just how it processed to YouTube from my phone. All right, let me see which way is better. Hold on. Because last time I tried to play something from my phone, it did not turn out. But let me see real quick. Because it's low for me, too. Yeah, I know, Steven. You can like blur out your shit. It's kind of too late for me. But yes, anyone else who can do that, go on Google and do that. Blur out your home, even if you're just a subscriber.
Yep, I did it to my whole building. I said, F that. I blurred out my whole building. No F's given. Oh, well.
All right, let me see something here.
Oh, my God. You know
Let
what's
me
ironic?
know.
That
What?
one of the four corners is the one that told me to do that.
Oh my
Isn't
God.
that, I swear to God, and walked me through how to do it too. That
Wow.
irony escaped me till right this second. Holy shit.
Well, they probably already had a screenshot or screen recording of it, so they didn't care at that point. Sorry, just being honest. All right, let me know if you guys can hear this. Where? I'm trying to figure. I think the speaker on my laptop is right here. Hold on.
Up until that day, she was supposed to be like your worst enemy, but you go and you tell her the worst thing that's happened to your family. Why did you bother with
We hear it.
What?
Okay, so is that better?
I hear it well, so I don't know if the chat does, but I can hear it well. Chat,
All
let her
right,
know if
well,
you can hear it.
you hear it well. Tell me if it's as well as this, or hold on, because I'd rather just do it from my laptop if I'm able, but
Up until that day, she was supposed to be like your worst enemy, but you go and you tell her the worst thing that's happened to your family.
it's from my phone is better, ain't it?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. Hey, small fry, you're good. Hey, Chris. All right, well, I guess I'm gonna have to hold my phone up to this fucking speaker. All right, actually, well, we can take this off now.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
That works. All right, I'm gonna play this one more time for the couple. Sorry, it's got replayed just to try to test the audio here because I want to respond to this. All right.
Up until that day, she was supposed to be like your worst enemy, but you go and you tell her the worst thing that's happened to your family. Why did you bother with us? Why did you reach out to B? Why?
Well, shitty. B reached out to her first. I've seen it. B reached out to her back in September of last year. Way before anything happened with Shelly and her family. Because just listening, I don't know what happened, but something traumatic must have happened. But way before. That's a lie. I'm looking at them.
Yep.
It was
No, you're
September.
right. Yep. She
And
reached out first.
the reason B used to reach out to her was sending her a video of Pop's like goodbye live.
Yep. Yep.
So, all right, let me get back.
You took a private help group. I mean, you do realize you never apologized to me. You apologized to everybody else. You never fucking apologized to me. You didn't reach out to me. We didn't have those conversations. We weren't close like that.
If you weren't close like that, then why do you expect an apology or for her to reach out to you?
Exactly. We never spoke like that. We weren't close like that. But you never reached out to me and apologized to me. Like you're speaking out both sides of your fucking neck, Chicago. And I wouldn't reach out to you. She probably felt the same way. You're so standoffish and nasty, Chicago. You're nasty the way you think you could talk to people. So she owed you nothing. Like you just stated here. Like the level of entitlement is insane to me.
That's a great question, Laura. What is the apology for exactly? And hey, Tira Diamond Eyes. All right, pause. All right, you guys. Side note. Coley, as seen by a subscriber, Coley vibes. This is not Tira. Okay, I've already had to correct you on something last night because you guys apparently, Coley and her buddy are going around saying that all of us have been looking into Chris, and she's
What?
confusing her buddy Chris with me.
Oh
No
my
one's
God.
looking into your bestie. I
No.
could give two fucking shits.
I think Coley does this on purpose. She does it on purpose
I
because
know.
she's
I know.
corrected. And so this is what she does. It's Bliss Chris Coley that the bingo club was looking into. Nobody's looking into Chris. Like, seriously, who cares? Like, and not to sound like an asshole, but who cares? Nobody wants to look into her. Like, well, okay, no, not nobody, because these weirdos on YouTube. Nobody that I know that I'm cool with would ever care, has looked up to her. We don't even talk about her. And
No.
Coley, Diamond Eyes is not Tira. Stop it. Stop it. We know for a fact. We're not just assuming. We're not 75, 1,000% sure Diamond Eyes is not Tira. Stop it already.
She's such a, oh my God. Either a complete and utter fucking idiot or just willfully ignorant to garner attention. Because God forbid, every time Coley doesn't get attention from people, this is what she does.
She is just like Jen.
Yes.
Jen cries about people bullying her, and then when people don't talk about her, she finds a way to bring it back to her. Coley is the same way, and this is a certain kind of personality trait, right? That is, we see over and over and over again. Laurie Jones is another person like that. It's a personality type. They have to
Yep.
be the main character. They suffer from main character syndrome.
It does bother me, and again, I don't know why I have expectations, but the live that I did 4 or 5 months ago, I took up for her and Chris, and I shared the receipt of that. I made a short last night and shared it. I told the bingo club to just leave them the fuck alone, because at the time, minus a couple bitch to use that Coley was dropping, her and Chris were just doing their thing, buddy, whatever, and they were making fun of them because, the hospital, Chris, Coley's kid had an issue, and Chris said, if you need me, I'll be there. And I was just like, just leave them the fuck alone. Like, let them be. If she needs a friend and they like each other, who the fuck cares? And then Coley just starts coming at me all of a sudden now, like, fuck you, bitch. I want nothing to do with you.
No.
Just
And triple
stop.
threat. Did Coley doxed you?
Are you
Oh
fucking
no.
kidding me?
Oh hell no. See?
Wow. And hey, Rebrand, I'm so happy to see you. I was trying to reach out to you.
Yes, Rebrand, you had us worried, girl. So good
You
to
did.
see you.
All right, Euphoria says, oh, Coley, since you were watching, I agree with you. I think you and Chris will last through the rest of time. And yes, I do think Chris is different from Roddy because she's just as desperate as you are. Spot on.
Yep.
Spot on. For anyone that will have you and tolerate you, you have that in common, gals. She's so right. She has. I know. Yeah, well, and that's where we need to lower our expectations, because why would she? All right, let's keep going.
That never happened, Shelley, between us, between you and me. It was not like that. We didn't have conversations behind the scenes, did we? No, we didn't. We didn't have a relationship like that. But I wanted to help you because I'm stupid. I'm an idiot. I admit it. I'm an idiot. So let's take these half truths and these things that you misconstrued and let's straighten them out. Okay, you say I'm not owning my shit. Number one, when you have private conversations with people, it's because they're supposed to be private and you're supposed to be friends, and you get everybody's entitled to talk to their friends in a friend group and talk whatever the fuck.
Gossip, lollygag. For the lollygag, it doesn't even make sense, but yeah, it should remain private. So why don't you tell your friend that? That was in the Four Corners group chat, the sirens.
Yeah, that decided to share my private conversation that was between me and her, somebody I thought was my friend. You can't have it both ways. You can't have an expectation of privacy when you don't honor that for other people. I'm sorry. And doxing people, looking into people, is not okay. And you, again, trying to deflect onto something else. And oh, you say I don't own my shit. That's not you owning your shit. That's you basically saying, we never thought we would get caught, so it's okay. We didn't expect to get caught.
Well, while we have, because I had a couple notes written about just lies, and I find it funny that at the live where she popped up on Pop's panel, she said that she had no longer been in group chats, hasn't been in any group chats for the longest time. Keep in mind, she was currently in the 2 group chats that I know about. And then she says something like, talking about me, and Bliss Chris is over there with Abby now. I'm like, when have I ever not been over it? Like, I've been a supporter of Abadabs for a long time. I chose to not insert myself or any bias into a situation that was going on because it was none of my fucking business. That doesn't mean that I didn't support her. That doesn't mean that I didn't support Abby. Like, I've always been very fond and supportive of Abby. So I don't, and why is she even like looking to see where people are at? This 70K plus sub channel is looking at where their subs go and don't go. That's fucking weird.
Yeah, and I've always been the same way. I've supported both of them. I actually spoke out numerous times about people talking about their friendship and saying, leave it alone, mind your business. 2 people can work things out if other people stop getting involved. I said that numerous times, and I've always tried to support both. So I think it's weird that you're saying now support Abby. Abby was gone, so you couldn't see us in comment sections or any of that because she wasn't on YouTube. But nothing changed. We weren't doing the enemy of my enemy is my friend now. That's been very obvious that we supported, well, both, until that was not an option anymore because you betrayed my trust. But we didn't get involved. And there's many instances on my channel of me saying people need to mind their business. What happened between Abby and just person is none of our business.
Well, I'm going to make something your business that was said by said person. I don't want Cindy thinking that I told y'all. What if I was the only one that knew? Every time I say something, I think I probably shouldn't be telling others' business because it always gets out. Maybe it's my own conscience because Cindy told me in confidence, so I probably shouldn't have said anything. But then goes on to blame Shelley and says that she lost friends because of what Shelley did.
That's insane because, again, she was the only person I told.
Yep.
She was the only person I told. So I immediately knew. We immediately knew as soon as people were making comments and stuff where it originated from. Again, because I'm not a betrayer of my friends. And I knew. And didn't she also say there that she's going to deny it?
Yep.
She's going to continue to deny it?
Yep.
Which is so disrespectful to me. Because, again, I know I only told you and you couldn't even apologize.
Yep.
You were going to continue to deny it. So that makes me think that these people will continue to deny any and everything, guys. So anything they say, you have to take with a grain of salt. They're not above denying this stuff that they do. They don't own it. They're liars. Again, that's something that I've never been called on the internet, is a liar.
Oh, you'll hear it right here from Shitty. She straight up, it could not be more obvious that the 3 of them have made a pact, a vow to never publicly speak about this shit. She says it in this live, that there's things that she won't ever speak on. I just find it funny. You know, I really do have a big heart, and I try to see the best in people. I try to hold out hope. I don't know why, because it always bites me in the fucking ass in the end. But I was hoping that maybe instead of doing the community tab post, the threatening one that was deleted 15 minutes later, that there could have been some accountability post to apologize to someone like Cindy, because Cindy did nothing wrong. Cindy was a friend, and you did screw her over. You betrayed her trust. But instead of any of that, we all just get a bunch of like legal threats.
Yep. And I still haven't shown our conversation, nor would I ever. I took a screenshot of my IG notifications just to show my friends that Anne wasn't blocked, because she said that I blocked her. And I wanted to show my friends again, because their opinion is all that matters to me. She's not blocked. I didn't even go into our messages or any of that. I just showed them her name is still there. And it's so weird. This morning, she made a post or something and it showed up. You know, I got a notification, just Anne. So how would I get that notification if I had blocked her, which I hadn't? I hadn't.
Yeah. This is very true, Teresa. Cindy didn't betray anyone because I knew about it. She had full permission. And I agree, Stanley Cup. And I've never wished for anyone to be like fully canceled or leave. I think everyone deserves to have a platform, but not people who were doing this shit. It's disgusting.
And refuse to apologize and want to shift the blame somebody else for outing it. No accountability for the fact that you said you've done this numerous times and you can't realize you're the problem. You keep betraying people and it keeps coming out, but you have no self-reflection. I don't understand. No self-awareness.
Yeah, you just no accountability, and you want to shift the blame to the point where you're threatening a mother and wife. You are threatening her freedom for this, for something that you fucking did.
Yeah.
I don't know how people sleep at night. I would never. Like, I know Shelly was worried that I was going to go legal on her. Like,
yeah,
I could never take a mother and a wife away from their family over this kind of bullshit. What Shelly did was wrong. It was violating. She's owned it, though. She's told me, like, I would, even before, even if she didn't, though, and I found out, I still wouldn't do that.
And she owned it all. Like, she didn't omit any parts of it. And the thing is that, how do you feel from a legal standpoint? What legal leg do you have to stand on when the judge is going to ask, okay, how did all of this originate? Oh, well, I shared someone else's private conversation with her. Like, huh? What? It's a scare tactic, and it was working on Shelly. Because her freedom is very important to her. She learned her lesson. So you're scaring her with what you know. She doesn't want to lose her freedom. She doesn't want to be separated from her children and her husband. And that adds another layer of grotesque to it.
Yes. Exactly that. And JJ, my anaconda don't want none unless you got buns, huh? Now I have like
when she said that, I was laughing. I was like, who is she referring to? It took me a second, then I started cracking up like fucking JJ.
All right. Just Lies has now turned into Anaconda. So for now, here on out, it's Anaconda.
that's hilarious.
All right, that was a side quest because I did have a bunch of those notes in the beginning and I was just going to skip it for that one. But she's going to come up, you know. She's part of the sirens, the four corners. All right, let's keep going because we'll never get done this.
They want about, you know, whether it's about stats, whether it's about other people. Gossiping, it's what women do, okay? If you have a job, you usually do it with your coworkers and at the water cooler. Gossiping is a thing. Bitches like to gossip. Bitches on YouTube here, they like to gossip. Gossip. It's a fact. They like to do this with the matches, throw it and see, oh, what's gonna burn? People are weird, okay?
She's literally describing herself. No, I don't know anyone. Weird? Yeah, people are weird when she's describing herself.
And she's saying that we like to throw matches. First of all, you poured the gasoline, bitch. You poured the gasoline. You're the one holding the gas tank. You're the one in the wrong here. Like, again, from a legal standpoint, bitch, you poured the gasoline. So there would be nothing to ignite with a match had you not poured the gasoline. This is insane to me. Bliss, this is insanity.
I know.
She thought this was a good idea.
Do you see why I wanted to react to this? You know what? This whole time during all this, I think I took it pretty fucking easy on Shitty. Because again, I don't pay her any mind. I really think that she's just like a side piece, like completely fucking irrelevant, doesn't need to be in the mix. So I've just kind of put her to the side. But this got my fucking attention.
Yeah, she's usually an extra in the movie, right? Like a
Yeah.
side character that just walks by the set.
Yeah, exactly. That's how I've always viewed her. If I'm being, and you know what? She has said the same about me. So it's mutual.
Yeah.
And yes, gossip isn't looking up people and blasting it in a group chat.
No, and doing all the intrusive things, that's not gossip. And if you do that at work, go directly to jail, bitch. Do not pass go, do not collect $200. You're getting fired. What the fuck are we
I mean,
talking
that
about?
is over the fucking top. Water cooler gossip is, oh my God, did you see Janelle's new haircut? Like,
Did you see her shoes?
this isn't it.
Right, what was she thinking wearing those shoes? That's gossip,
Exactly.
bitch.
Exactly. All right. Hold on to your head, people.
I'm saying I don't. But I'm saying sometimes shit goes too far. And what you did was you made me out to be a blackmailer. You told people I was fucking blackmailing you because you can't read context. You have no comprehension. You can't read it. So I'm going to read to you how I'm going to read your messages exactly and my messages. I'm going to omit the part because nobody needs to know that. I don't give a fuck who you tell afterwards, but it's not coming out of my mouth and it never will. You know this.
So they're all up in arms and apparently going legal when nothing has been shown or publicly shared. But here Shitty is reading out DMs word for word with Shelly. You can't make this shit up, y'all.
You can't. And I'm gonna leave it alone. And when people that are not that honest selectively reading stuff and saying they're omitting certain parts, like, just what's the point? Your word means nothing. So anyway, go ahead.
But you used partial truths to make out stories and lies that we couldn't. I couldn't write. I still can't. This is going to be my best attempt at it. Okay. My message to you: is there a reason you chose to make content out of things you're pointing? Wait a minute. Is there a reason you chose to make content out of things that you're pointing at me for instead of coming to me? We came to you to be supportive. When we found out what happened, we rallied. We supported. You chose to lose your mind over a comment about your hair, and you bounced on us. You left. You broke the second chance. You left. You didn't reach out to me after you bounced. Why the fuck would I think we're friends? Why would I think we're friends? Why?
So a little context. Tira made like a comment about the rat's nest on Shelly's head. That is not why Shelly left their chat this last time. And even so, like, sometimes you just need a break from group chats. The Anaconda did that, I think, many times in the main group chat. She would just leave. Did Shitty completely instantly turn on her and say they were no longer friends because she left a fucking group chat? Like, who does that?
Sometimes people get overstimulated by all the information coming in, and you need a break. You know, some people can regulate their emotions better than others. It's not a drag at Shelly, but Shelly has admitted she wasn't able to regulate her emotions in the best way. And if that's what she needed to do to get herself right, you know what I mean? And to reevaluate everything, its importance, its priority in her life, then I think that's the mature thing to do. Not to keep subjecting yourself and being overstimulated and reacting badly publicly on the internet. Just remove yourself until you're ready to come back. And I don't think anybody should be shamed. And she's being completely disrespectful. Oh, you don't have comprehension skills and all these things. Okay, so you knew that before, but now you're trying to use it to undermine things that she said, to try to lessen the validity of the things that she said, where there is concrete proof behind the things that Shelly has said. Again, she's owned all her shit. So they're trying to add doubt, you know what I mean, with stuff that, no, you're gross for that, Chicago.
Yep. And it gets worse, y'all. It gets a lot worse.
You didn't tell me you were leaving. You didn't tell me anything, did you, Shelly? You didn't tell me anything. Stop blaming me when you don't even fucking tell me anything. All right, so why the fuck would I think we're friends? I didn't say I didn't like you. Show me where I said.
Then why the fuck do you think you were owed an apology for anything? Like I could not imagine, because there's been a couple times that some girls have taken a break from like the Discord that I'm in. I could not imagine just thinking instantly, oh, we're no longer friends then. She left the group chat. We are no longer friends. Here, I'm going to shit on her for being dyslexic and blame that for not understanding. And it gets so fucking, it's about to get grimy, y'all.
Is it?
Yes.
Oh, no.
It gets worse.
No. Damn.
It gets a lot worse.
Damn.
Friendship takes time to earn back. You thought in 2 weeks with all of this nonsense, you thought in 2 weeks you didn't fucking even apologize to me, Shelly. You apologized to Annie, you apologized to me. You gave 0 fucks about me, but you let me join in and spoil you and help you and support you, but you never fucking apologized to me. I know, but man, but this is about Shelly right now because she's absolutely fucking my character up, and it's not right. It's not right.
You fucked your character up.
You
fucked your character up.
They're half truths.
Yep.
And they're not half truth. There's no context to you looking. I can't. I can't. This is insane. There's no half truths. The only people with half truths are you. Shelly showed it all. Okay. Again, we've seen it all, Chicago. You are the one that is doing the half truths and the misdirection. You're gross for that, Chicago. Like the things that you are saying right now, you're mad because you were outed. That's it. But she didn't share half truths. There's no context to you guys being intrusive, nosy body bochincheras. And I'm using bochinchera, which is a gossiper. That's light. You guys are violators, okay? Real lifers is what you are. While you want to blame everybody else that they're real lifers and all the things, because again, it's so normal to you guys that you assume everyone does this shit. She is. She's funny. The way she's marketing, and I'm not kissing Shelly's ass. I told her this. The way she's been marketing that freaking Papa John's short she did blew my fucking mind. It made me want to go get a heart pizza. I've never wanted a heart pizza a day in my fucking life. And
I tried to download the game, the match master something, I don't know, the other promo she did, which was incredible. And I tried to do it on my daughter's tablet. That way we could play the game together, and I couldn't get it to work. But yeah, she's really impressing me.
Yes, she's impressing me, and that's genuine. Genuine. She's getting these brands that are sponsoring her. Like, she has it going on, and I'm very, very happy for her. And you, Chicago, like, girl, you're way older than her, and you haven't figured out not to be a fucking bochinchera, intrusive, busybody ass. Shut the ever-loving fuck up, girl.
Listen, I'm not saying this to offend Shelly. I just truly believe this after speaking with her the last week or so, however long we've been kind of talking. Shelly got pushed into motherhood as a teenager. She instantly went from high school to wife duties for years. So she really hasn't had friends since high school. So then she finds these people. She's vulnerable, okay? I feel like Shelly got caught up with just a bad group of people that probably did encourage her. Yeah, she's even told me that they encouraged her to do certain things, to troll people, and she just got mixed up with a bad bunch. And I think she just needs to be surrounded by good women. I truly believe that.
No, and I agree. And you saying we spoiled you, we supported you. If that was genuine, it wouldn't be thrown in her face. It would not be thrown in her face the way you are throwing it in her face. And I think that the real reason why you people supported her was self-serving. Self-serving to keep her near so that you could gather information that she may have from the other side, right? You know, the people we don't talk about. Chicago, you're so transparent, and I don't think you understand that we see you, and now other people are finally seeing you. I saw you when you did that shit on Jenny Lee, and Jenny Lee is not one of my favorite people. But you doxed her whole kids and the whole roster of the group. I saw you who you were then. And nobody's besmirching your character. You did that all on your own, girl.
A long time ago.
Yes.
Shitty does not hold the mask as well as B did for a while, which is why I don't believe that Shitty is first sock ever. Just scrolling through the channel, you can tell right away that that is not Shitty.
She has a short fuse. She can't contain herself. She has
can't
no
hold it.
Emotional regulation. She comes on and does shit like this thinking it's a good idea and makes herself look worse. You made yourself look worse, Chicago.
Yep. All right.
I have 3 or 4 main things, but I'm going to read our private DMs the way that they should have been read, the way they should have been interpreted by you. You should have heard my voice the way I talk in my intonations, and you should have heard this. There's no way you should have taken it as a threat. There's no fucking way. Never. I said, okay, you broke the second chance. You left. You didn't reach out to me after you bounced. Why the fuck would I think we're friends? I didn't say I didn't like you. Show me where I said that. Friendship takes time to earn back. You broke trust big time. You did that. We didn't hurt you. We only want to help you. I don't understand. I'm currently watching Chris play your video, and it's like shocking. I didn't read it. Yeah. I don't know what your situation is, but I think it's okay. So I didn't know what Shelly was talking about until I watched Bliss Chris, and this was January. She was doing it live. I was talking into the phone. Shelly's response verbatim. I told you all, I don't like you all telling people like Terry that we're not friends. B did it in Rebrand stream, and so did you. Okay. During the time in question, we weren't friends. When we were on Rebrand stream, you'd already fucked off. We weren't friends. Okay, so point. I left the group chat to give B some space, and I told her that. I told her I would be coming back to chat soon. You left and didn't tell me. You didn't say nothing to me. Am I a fucking mind reader? Am I a mind reader, Shelly? Am I a mind reader? Am I supposed to know? You didn't tell me anything, so you can't tell me that my feelings on this weren't valid.
Okay, then you can't tell her that she didn't feel threatened in that email. Because I've seen the email, and it pisses me off that you're turning it around on Shelly, trying to use her dyslexia as why she didn't understand, calling her stupid, saying she should have ran it by her husband first to figure out that Shitty didn't threaten her.
What?
I took it as oh yeah. Oh, you'll hear. Yep.
But wait, she says you should have heard my intimation or my inflection. Bitch, it's in written word. How the fuck can you do that? Even the most articulate, right? People that know English and punctuation and all the things can't fucking get somebody's inflection or their sarcasm or their temperament through a fucking written word. Chicago, you're again, I'm going to reiterate, you're gross.
Hey, Kane. Good to see you.
Exactly.
Yes.
Wah.
Yeah. But before all this, she legit said that her and Shelly didn't speak like that. So why does she have the expectation that Shelly was going to reach out to her?
They weren't friends. She just said right here, we weren't friends then. When it in Rebrand's chat, we weren't friends then. Make up your fucking mind, loca. Fuck.
Loca. Okay. Sin, do me a favor. Just talk to the chat for a minute. I'll be right back. I'm going to do a potty break.
Okay. Oh, shit. I'm going to get in trouble. Hey, CCM. Yes, please. Like, share, subscribe. All the YouTubey things. Fucking loser. Calling anybody stupid is crazy. That's crazy to me. Insane in the membrane. Like, girl, all I heard was crying. Like, girl, you can't make it up. You're telling her we weren't friends, right? Like, we weren't friends. We were just there for you. She thought you were friends. And that's why she was vulnerable about something private that her family was going through. Like, this is crazy to me. Like, what are we talking about? And then again, this wasn't a good look. I get why she deleted it. And this is why you have to be in control of yourself. Don't go live. Don't press live. Record a video. Listen to it and decide if it's still a good idea after you hear it. This was horrible. And if Shelly's listening to this, Shelly girl, listen, follow your instinct. Don't let anybody gaslight you into what your gut and your instinct is telling you. Your interpretation of that text or email or whatever the hell it was on point. It was threatening in nature. It was. So they could try to spin it however they want. It was threatening in nature. It was.
The spin isn't working.
It isn't. It isn't.
I mean, her live chat should, like, Tira keeps going on about how Chicago, your live got over 700 views. There was one person consistently in this live the entire time.
Yeah, how many likes did she get?
I don't know now, because it's gone.
Mm.
I don't know now.
Because that's a good way to gauge if people are in agreement with you by your engagement in your comment section, by the likes. You know what I mean? That's a good way to always gauge. And in my opinion, it lets me know, okay, people agreed for the most part with what I'm saying. Because YouTube has done us all a favor and doesn't let us know dislikes now, which I ain't mad at. But
well, I can say that when I heard Tira, or I saw her comment that in the comment section of Shitty's live, when I looked at the likes, it was at, I want to say 13.
Yeah.
So 700 views with only 13 likes, you guys. Now let's go back to my last live. 862 views with 65 likes.
And that is a good way to gauge if people agreed with your content or your take on it. I don't get a lot of views on my channel, which is, it's not a bad thing, right? I don't post regularly. So, you know what I mean? It's like, catch me when you can. But I have engagement in my comment section. I don't delete comments unless you're being racist or ableist or all the things. I let people disagree, especially disagree with me, because I want to be pulled up on something. You know what I mean? Like, I can have a good conversation with people, even if they're disagreeing with me. But Shitty, this wasn't a good move at all, girl. There were 976 views and 17 likes. Wah, 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 wah.
Go figure. She's talking about, like, us and
Right.
Shelly, and she wonders, like, Tira's like congratulating her on the fucking views. Okay.
Tira had to give her the engagement. Tira kept commenting, right, in her comment section.
Yeah. And no one came to have Tira's back, because people went in. Miss Tabitha, girl.
Yeah, she
I may
went
have to
in.
read some of those.
And I hope we get to talk about the nappy comment. Tira, you need to stop with that shit. You need to stop with that shit, okay? You could have said matted, knotted, nappy, girl. You're a bigot. You're a bigot, and we see your microaggressions at every turn.
Yep. All right.
Feelings are valid, then my feelings are valid. 7? Okay. So the constant comment saying, I'm not Shelly's friend, and I only reached out to her because I thought she was going to kill herself. I thought you were. I thought you had. Okay. I saw March from the epoxy, and you were doing that poor me shit. And yes, it's very close to my heart. I don't take suicidal tendencies fucking like a joke. If nobody knows anything about me, they know that. So
then,
was I concerned when I called you in October from my house because I thought that was going to happen? Yeah, that was once.
I never really watched Shelly. I don't know Shelly. And even I know that Shelly is allergic to epoxy. Those marks on her arm, again, you guys, in my opinion, this is performative. This is exactly B's excuse for reaching out to Shelly was to send Pops goodbye live. Chicago's fallback excuse for reaching out to Shelly is to say that she thought she was going to off herself. It's all bullshit, in my opinion. It's sick. And a real friend would have reached out privately, like Chicago says that she did, and would never take that publicly. That is, do you know, like, I view that on the same wavelength as Tira sharing Coley's ABUSC. That is not something a friend does.
Exactly. And I think that it's another way to humiliate her or try to discredit her
Yep.
mental capacity. You know what I mean? It's disgusting. And if self-harm is something that you have personally experienced, you would have handled it with more care
Yep.
and concern and respect than the way she just verbally diarrheaed all over everybody, not worrying about anybody that has maybe also experienced that. Things that we say can trigger people. And I agree with you, Bliss. I think it's an excuse. I think it's disgusting and highly offensive to utilize that. Again, I think that this is character assassination. This is what her whole life, and I haven't even listened to it, but what I've heard is her trying to assassinate Shelley's character, so much so that you never believe anything she says. And one thing we can see from Shelley is that she'll own her shit. She'll own her shit. She doesn't cower from the truth. And she's put it out there. She's shown Bliss Chris the entire thing with her parts. She didn't omit it. She didn't try to downplay it. None of that. And I cannot say the same for you and your friends, Chicago.
Yeah, according to Tira, there's no proof of anything. There's no screenshots.
Yeah, okay. So all of us have seen it, and the shit we're saying is just right so beyond the realm of possibility. They want to know what we know. They want to know the extent
Yep.
of how much we know and how much we have. We have it all. We have it all. Okay, just to let you guys know, we have it all.
Yeah, good luck trying to manipulate me. It ain't gonna fucking
Yeah,
work.
you're not going to get us to out what we have, because again, we don't do what you guys do. We're not going to throw somebody on the chopping block to feed your guys your need to know what we know about the things that you actively said and did. Stew in that shit, bitches. Stew in it and wonder.
Hey, Sue. All right,
Hi, Sue.
we're gonna move because that was the end of that one. I think I got a phone call or something, so we're gonna move to part 2.
Okay.
Oh, this is pissing me off.
Me too, and I'm sorry, guys.
Yeah.
This when I am blind reacting, this is what you're gonna get. Sorry, this is what you're gonna get. This is why I don't listen to these people, because I get like this, but it is what it is.
Oh, and since we were just talking about the views and all that, keep in mind, Sin, this was a vertical live.
No way.
Yes.
Oh my god. Okay. All right.
This was a vertical live. So there's one main person consistently in the live chat the whole time. There's another one of those little like vertical live chat trolls that kind of pop in.
Yep.
And then there's one other person who just like complimented Shitty's lip combo. And that was it.
And
On
that
a
can
vertical live.
and that can account for like nearly 900 views, because they're just clicking in and probably clicking out immediately. But again, that's how you can gauge, by the engagement in your comment section. And now we'll see. Oh, she deleted it. But Tira would have used her 1,000 sock accounts to go and comment in the comment section to, boost the engagement. Stupid.
You don't even need to do that on verticals though. I
I
mean,
know.
honestly, the 700 or the 900 views is probably a little under what I would expect from a vertical. If I'm being, I've seen people get thousands of views from verticals.
I only
So,
did like 1 or 2 verticals, and I got over at 1K. But I don't like verticals. I want people that mean to be there. I don't want people to just be swiping and come into my live. So I don't do verticals. I know I could gain subscribers and views, but I want people that mean to click into my lives. You know what I mean?
exactly. It's fake engagement. Like,
It
it's
is.
people who are going to like it while they're scrolling, maybe subscribe, and then turn into a dead subscriber.
Yep. I don't want that. No, thank you.
All right.
It was the funniest and saddest thing that I saw ever in my life. Like, yeah. Okay. Well, thank you, man. That actually does mean something. It's not that she's fake, she just doesn't understand. And so she twists things up in her own head, and then when it comes out, it's all twisted. You can't be friends with somebody you have to constantly explain things to and sit them down like, okay, I have to explain this. And it gets tiring. It's too much. It's too taxing. It's just too taxing. Okay. And then she says, all right, I only reached out to her because I thought she was going to kill herself. Like, Why was that comment brought up in front of people in B's membership? Well, the point of saying things behind a membership is because it has the reach of about 10 people instead of 1,000. That's the
No,
reason.
No.
In a safe
no,
space. Only
no.
people
No,
who
it's
are-
not a safe space.
No.
Chicago, you need to learn, because it's not a safe space. It's not a closed space. Again, you cannot control who becomes memberships. People can record your memberships and share it with anybody they want. The only upside of having memberships is that it can't be played on YouTube because it's behind a paywall. But you, again, gaslighting the shit out of her and trying to minimize the effects that it has on her, but you saying that she was a person wanted to self-harm themselves, it doesn't have the reach. Only 10 people. That is false. And it's a safe space. Since when? It's not Patreon, right? It's not. It's YouTube. There's no such thing as a safe space here. If you want a safe space, don't use YouTube. Like, these are grown women that don't have no normal social cues. It's crazy to me. And then there was something else Chicago said. Oh, so she said that Shelley misinterprets everything. So is she saying that we misinterpreted what we saw and read in black and white? Because if Shelley misinterpreted everything they said, all the deeds, it's just her misinterpreting it and spinning it the way she wants. So we also are spinning it. We saw it, Chicago, in black and white, the things you said and did that were intrusive, violating, and not normal. You can't gaslight us into thinking that we're spinning it or we don't have comprehension skills as well, like you're trying to do with Shelley, which I think is disgusting. But try again. Try again.
She's using it was only done in members as an excuse. I don't care if it was done anonymously on Google, if it was done in Patreon. A friend wouldn't fucking do that. And B has more than 10 members. I'm sure of it.
Of course. And that's just a lame excuse from, again, a middle-aged woman. This is something teenagers would say when they get their hand caught in the cookie jar. I didn't think anybody was going to see it. Like, grow up, lady.
Someone who's old enough to be Shelley's mother.
Yes.
Well, Rebrand says she even said on one stream that she doesn't get anyone in chats unless she goes vertical.
She said that when she did the Jenny Lee thing, nobody saw it. Nobody saw it. What? Chicago?
They were all in that live chat. I remember that live chat.
Chicago has said that many times. Nobody sees it on my channel, so it doesn't matter. It matters. You don't get to spew shit because with the expectation that nobody's going to see it because your channel is irrelevant. That doesn't make it okay. Watch your fucking mouth.
Tears channel is dead. Her engagement is sad. Keep buying those subs.
There, because it was pertaining to them, it's a safe space. Okay? It was just a safe space. That's why I did it behind a paywall. That's why I made that comment.
No.
But you know that's why I reached out to you, so it wasn't shocking to you. Okay? I never spoke on my mental health like that on YouTube. Correct. You never did. This was something I thought. You never said it. I thought it. I jumped to that conclusion. And
so it's even more disgusting. Shelley never said that, never made an assumption that would skew you into thinking that's what she meant. Chicago, oh my God, you should see the face that I'm screenshotted on. She talks about my angelic face. Jesus Christ, you look demonic. Holy fuck.
And where's the apology to Shelley, right? She's owed an obscure apology. Where is your apology to Shelley for doing it? You just said you assumed. You jumped all the way out the window from a skyscraper.
Yep. All right, let's keep going. I want to get through the
fucking wrists. I didn't know that epoxy made you look like that. Okay. You're younger than my kid.
How would me, someone who doesn't watch Shelley, know that, but a friend, not really a friend, but someone you've been close to for a while, not fucking know that? Anyone? No? Okay.
Yeah.
You're going through freaking hell. I see these. I see you down. No, you never said anything on YouTube. No, you didn't. Nor did you say, yes, you were having those ideations. You never said you did. To soothe me in my mind, just to make sure, because last thing I want to hear is Well, we were fighting and the girl offed herself. I couldn't live with myself. So bad me because I reached out to you. Bad me.
No, again, shitty, you're deflecting. Not bad you for reaching out to her. Bad you for putting it publicly. Members is still YouTube, a public platform. That is the issue. You keep deflecting from it. Something that she never even said. Maybe if she said it, then I could maybe kind of understand. Not really, because y'all were supposed to be friends. She didn't even say it. You're saying she didn't even allude anyone to think that. It just, like you said about Shelly, making stuff up in her head. That's exactly what you did here, and you put it publicly. A friend. God, and yeah, whoever said it earlier, who needs fucking enemies when you have friends like this?
Okay, fuck me. Fuck me. Well, fuck you for suicide baiting me then.
Oh my God.
No. Whoa.
Yeah,
What?
Oh, I don't even remember hearing that.
What the fuck? How did she? What? Because she had an allergic reaction to epoxy, and your stupid ass jumped to self-harm. She baited you like Chicago. Holy bliss! Like, no fucking way, man. No, this is the. I can't even speak. You bitches are fucking crazy. This is insane. And these are the bitches that want to talk about accountability. You are going to blame her for having an allergic reaction and your stupid ass assuming something and outing it publicly, untruths, not apologizing. This is your attempt to retract that she baited your stupid ass, Chicago. And Tira, earth in her comment section. This was so on fire.
Wow. I can't even comment. You said it all.
The circus thumbnail, right on point. Now I get it. Now I fucking get it, Bliss. My bad for questioning your thumbnail, girl. They are the fucking clowns of the circus, girl. For real, for real.
Yep. I'm glad you got it. Oh my God, that just, I did not hear that before. Oh my God, she's so fucking disgusting. I always knew it, but wow.
And I went to you to make sure you were okay. No good deed goes unpunished in this world. I'm just saying.
Tell me about it, bitch.
Tell us about it.
It's one thing to be friends privately, but between you and be publicly comment on our friendship, I feel like you guys are rubbing salt in the room, reminding people we don't talk to each other anymore. We don't talk to each other anymore because we didn't talk to each other anymore. I'm sorry. You betrayed us. We let you go. During that time, we were not friends. Every time we said it, you felt it was salt in the wounds. You're the one who made the wound. You're the one who made the wound. I'm sorry, but you did. That's why I was upset. I brought you all in. Okay. Where the hell did you say anything about Terry? You're upset, so you...
Fuck you, Chicago. You all made Shelly's wounds, and then you poured fucking alcohol in it. Fuck you.
And isn't this whole live behind a wound that they created by being intrusive into your life and then trying to blame Shelly for it? So this is a wound you created, Chicago. You created this wound. You looked into Bliss. You guys looked into her and were intrusive and all the things for no reason. And you're trying to blame Shelly for the wound. When again, that mirror, that reflection is all you too, Chicago. Like this whole live could be her talking in a mirror. It's crazy to me.
Yeah. And Stanley Cup, Stanley says, how do they drop her? But they are also mad at her for leaving the chat.
Make that make sense, y'all.
You guys, the contradictions go on the entire fucking time. And JJ, yes, now that you said this, I know we have it. I have to just search Discord.
Yes, it's in it. I put that link in there. It's in there. It's in where we keep all the screenshots of all the links of all the channels.
Yep.
We have
That's how we know when you fucking troll channels change the channel name.
Yep.
You give yourselves away.
All the time. So start creating new ones, dumbasses.
And you're right, JJ. The ninjas could get on that. I will make certain to look for that right after the live's over.
You did. That's when I was upset. I brought you all in. Okay. Where the hell did you say anything about Terry? You're upset, so you went public. I said in October, I had a feeling something was wrong with you, and I reached out dealing with depression, suicidal thoughts, and having suicide in my life. Of course, I thought the worst. You gave signs. You threw us away over friggin' hair, Shelly. I stand by that. So petty and so silly. You threw us away because Tara made fun of your hair.
You stand for nothing, you ugly bitch.
I'm going bald.
Karma.
Am I going to throw away the world because I'm going bald and because Cody made fun of me? It's female pattern baldness that's passed on. My mom has it. My grandma had it. And I can just afford fucking glorious wigs. But should I throw away everybody because I'm going bald? I am great. Fuck you. You have a whole head of hair.
Wow. So that's why Shelly shouldn't be offended by somebody saying she has a rat's nest. Somebody that shouldn't ever commentate on somebody's hygiene or the way they appear on YouTube. When a girl, she's not allowed to be offended, but you're going to say fuck you for having a full head of hair and that you can afford luxurious wigs. So then maybe you might want to look into that, Chicago, because I'm about done with your fucking mouth, girl. Look into that, girl, because you look redonkulous. She has the right to be upset by any comments talking about her appearance, especially by somebody like Tiara. They stand for nothing. But bitch to you was so mad at 3 words because you exist that she wanted a class action lawsuit. But like, Bliss, this is fucking.
I wasn't lying or exaggerating.
Holy shit.
Yeah, Stanley. Yeah, how old is this woman? Like, this is.
I don't know, 50s. The youngest is in her 50s. I don't know. She could be older than that, maybe 60s. She's in her 50s. She should know better.
She should turn down the filter next time she goes live too. She's like blending in with the background. It's so like airbrushed.
Yes, they're blurring their freaking features out. Your nose does not blend into your cheeks like that. That's not how people's skin works. Fuck out of here.
And it really, like, her eyebrows are already super light. Mine are kind of like that too. So with the blur effect of the filter, it looks like she has no eyebrows. She looks like an alien right now.
Yeah, it's too much. Guys, embrace. We all age.
Yes.
I have fine lines and wrinkles. I am 50 years old. I'm not trying to pretend I'm 25.
Or just like a little bit of the StreamYard filter. Don't put it all the way up.
Yeah,
Looks
that's crazy.
ridiculous.
Yeah, that's crazy. It's so unnatural.
Maybe if I had a whole head of hair and it was turning gray and I was your age, maybe I'd feel some kind of way. I'm not in those shoes. That's not my journey. I'm on the opposite end where my hair is falling out. What makes me a woman, right? That's bad enough. I have a voice that's husky enough to pull the fucking sleds in Alaska, right? But no, we got to add this to it too. I'm so feminine.
She's getting angry at Shelly for something Shelly didn't say or do.
I know.
She's psychotic.
She's self-deprecating and acting as if Shelly is to blame for her husky voice. I have a husky voice. Again, embrace that shit, bitch. That's what happens when you've smoked most of your adult life. That's what happens. And oh well, like she is projecting all her anger onto Shelly. I don't have gray hair. And okay, but Shelly does. Shelly grayed very, very early. She shared that. And I wasn't even a regular Shelly watcher. And I knew that.
Yep.
That she got gray hairs in her 20s and very, very young, even before that. So like Chicago, you're angry at Shelly. And again, I believe in karma. And that's why I try to be kind to people. I'm not very kind right now, but you sound bitter as fuck, girl.
Yep. Side note, my first gray hair was when I was 27 and I was at my baby shower with my first son, and my sister decided that was the best time to point out my gray hair.
Oh my God. I would have karate chopped her ass. Listen, I didn't have any gray hairs until like 4 years ago. Them shits are like peekaboo and they're just like sprouting. Just let me have a Bride of Frankenstein stripes. I'll be happy with that shit.
Unless you look like super closely, like my grays, I kind of have like light brown, dirty blonde, so they kind of mix in with the dirty blonde. So I haven't dyed my hair in over 8 years.
Wow. Well,
I know.
I'm a brunette now, so you can see them. Like in my shorts where I'm close, you can see them, but I'm gonna embrace them. I'm gonna embrace them and just let them grow out. I don't want to damage my hair anymore. So I'm just gonna embrace them. It is what it is. I'm 50 years old again. You know what I mean? It is what it is.
Exactly. And Stanley Cup,
She is a savage.
you have no. Okay. Let me just say, be shitty, Anaconda. And I have to include you in this too, Shelly, because you were there, girl. That is the last person you want to fuck with. You guys think that I'm a bitch. You have no fucking idea.
Mm-hmm.
Do not even go there.
Her sister makes Bliss Chris look like me.
Yes. No joke. She really does.
I know.
Bad idea.
For real.
Nor there. Okay. I don't want to release.
Come on, spit it out.
I want to say something. I want to point out something, Shelly.
Okay.
Even after October, I commented on your lives. I was in your Christmas gift wrapping live.
Good for
I
you.
commented on your posts.
Okay.
I said, fuck it. I don't care what people think. I'm going to do it. And I did. Can you honestly say I didn't do that? Before this horrible thing, I did. I commented publicly. And you're always, oh, you denounced me. You don't. I'm the only one that was doing it and getting shit for doing it. Oh, look, there's Chicago kissing Shelly's ass.
Okay. Was anyone saying that at the time?
No, she must
What
mean
the
her
fuck?
friends. She must be meaning shit from her friends because we didn't give a fuck.
No,
We didn't
one,
care.
I don't pay attention to shitty, and two, I didn't go to Shelly's channel then. Like, who was saying this?
Yeah, so your friends are saying that sounds like a you problem. And that
Yeah.
sounds like something you guys do on a regular basis. Suck it up. And
Yep.
and she was talking about, not talking about you commenting in her comment section. She was talking about when you were directly asked, you guys were shitting on her. That's what Shelly was talking about. You guys were directly acting as if you hadn't spoken to her, hadn't had any conversations with her, were not friends with her, when you were privately telling her the opposite. So, shit on her for being fucking confused by you publicly acting like Shelly who? And privately, you're letting her share her most intimate family shit with you. Fucking weirdos.
They are. I'm so, Shelly, because I know Shelly's in the bushes. I am so glad that you got away from this trio of women.
Seriously.
I've never heard not one of them ever take accountability for a damn fucking thing.
Nothing.
Not one time. They're
Nothing.
perfect for each other.
They are. And Shelly, this is not us trying to butter you up, okay? Because listen, we were supportive of Shelly way before she gave anything to Bliss Chris. It's not the other way around. So again, the truth matters. A timeline matters, okay? We started seeing her trying to do positive things, and Bliss was sharing stuff, and so was Stanley Cup. Sorry, not to out y'all. But they were like, look at this. She's doing positive things. And so we started watching privately, silently. Sorry, I got to correct that. So it's not the other way around. It wasn't us trying to gain something from Shelly, because all my interactions with Shelly are public for that reason. I do not want to be seen as an opportunist. I'm not an opportunist. I'm supporting her publicly, commenting, all of that, because I don't want Shelly to feel like I want anything from her, but to genuinely support her and see her doing better and happier and all of that. You don't need friends like this. These are not friends. These are not friends.
I'm not going to share with me and, specifically with me and Shelly, the little bit we've talked privately.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But I think in the week and a half that we've been talking, she can clearly see the kind of person I am now. To the point where she even said something like, I can't believe for so long I thought you and your girls were like these evil women, like doing all this nasty, when it's the complete fucking opposite.
Yeah, I regret being in a chat and all of that, because I didn't know Shelly. I didn't.
Cindy,
I didn't know
I'm
her.
done fucking saying that. I really am.
No,
And
not in their chat. No, not in their chat. I'm just saying when things that were shared about her personal life.
Yeah, I've said that privately to Shelly, and
yeah,
she's made apologies to me. I've made apologies to her.
Yeah,
and
you're good.
Damn the one person who had to make a fucking comment opinion about that shit. No one gives a fuck about your. has nothing to do with you. And who the fuck is someone to tell someone else who they can and can't forgive?
But think, remember the source. They have to
I
use
know.
a fake account to say what they can't say with their whole chest.
Oh no,
So,
this wasn't a fake account.
oh, my fault.
Mm-mm.
Oh, my
And
fault.
some people he'll probably know the comment that I'm talking about.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, yeah. All right.
Fuck that person. I mean, they're gonna do anything and everything to pull like something negative out if it has to do with me. I don't use people. And
No.
you'd be hard pressed to find this person back in the day if someone reached out to them and just started dropping fucking bombs of receipts in their
About
DM
them, right?
that they wouldn't come forward and do a fucking live. You've
And
done it.
yes, and that's the important thing, Bliss. You didn't ask for this information. It was given to
No,
you. So people have to remember that. You wouldn't out if information is brought to you about you, people doing dirty to you while they pretend that the worst has been done to them. Put yourself in someone else's shoes. You wouldn't out
she
it. Of
can't.
course you would. Of course you
There's too
would.
much hatred there for me. She can't do that.
Oh,
Anyways,
yeah.
oh, hold on. I minimized. Seriously, that I tried. Okay, I
Mhm.
gave it the best college try. I openly said I wanted to be cordial, and even though foul shit was done to me, I just wanted to move on, and they
Yeah.
couldn't do it. So, good luck to you. Have fun watching everything while saying you're parts of nothing and you're no longer on YouTube. But you always seem to know everything that's fucking going on. Not even I know, and I'm here.
Right.
Seriously, just leave me out of your fucking mouth. I'm seriously over it. For anyone to get on me right now for anything I'm doing with all this fucking shit that's been done to me, I'm allowed to have a voice. I have a channel. I will do what the fuck I want.
You are allowed to call it out. It's being done to you. You didn't insert yourself. You're not discussing what was done to someone else. This was done to you. And you just found it out. It was given to you. Again, you didn't seek it out. You have every fucking right to expose the people that did this to you. Every fucking right.
Hey, Chronic, good to see you. All
Hey,
right.
my chronic.
I love when she pops in.
Yeah, I love my chronic.
$0, Shelly, I gave. And I still don't, but you need to understand what you did. You're going to feel so stupid. You brought this on yourself, just like the cursed eye situation. You did it again. You have these cycles. All you do is repeat them.
I don't know what she's talking about with the cursed eye situation. You know, they're always getting on Shelley for just being honest. Like the same thing she did when Euphoria was doxxed in the chat. And or no, that was Terry. That was Terry that told her. Oh, well, that kind of makes sense though, because they're mad at Shelley for doing it. They're mad at Terry for doing it. Like, God forbid people find out that foul shit's being done to them and people are honest and go to them. But then these people doing the foul shit are going to blame the honest person.
But you know, it's Shelley showing a pattern, but they're not showing a pattern of continuing to be intrusive and not learning to do better. It's a pattern with you guys of going too far, being too intrusive, but Shelley's wrong for outing it. Okay, got it.
You know? Mm-mm. Left the chat. Oh, because you think that I won't read things. Let's see, here it is. It was not about hair. It's about both of you talking about me publicly and rebrand stream. You had no right to tell the public. No, I don't know what that is. You could have ignored the comment about me publicly. Terry is not the reason I'm hurt. I said at the time of Rebrand's Live, you left. You did. You bounced. You left. You were gone. You had nothing to do with any of us. You didn't fucking tell me anything. So here I am sitting with my thumb up my ass, right? So what am I supposed to think, Shelly? What was I supposed to think? I'm not talking about anybody else except me. Okay. When we talk, it's me. I'm not talking about people in general. This is me and you. This is me and you, Chicky. Okay. This is me and you. So at that time, you left. You didn't speak to me. This is what I'm typing. You never reached out to me. Again, at that point in time, you threw our friendship away. You did it. She responds, I left the chat to give B space out of respect for her and what she was going through. B knew I was coming back to the stream. She knew it was to keep from venting about Tara to you all. My response was, fuck Tara. Fuck Tara. That's what I said. Yes, I said it. And then she said, B knew that I was not mad, and I told her I'm coming back. Just give me some days, and that we're all good. And I said, no one gives a fuck about Tara except you because she said something about your hair. And then I'm still listening to Bliss Chris's live at this point. I'm like, oh, okay. I'm hearing now that you're freeing us. You left us and you took it public. And I have to watch the rest of the video to see why you took the shit public. You lead us, you bounce on us, and then you take it public with half-truths, with stuff we're not going to comment on. I said, there's no coming back. I accept the freedom. You just made us villains, man.
Because you are
evil. Well, Shelly, you blew it up in your head. We each made one comment, one stream. After you cut us free, you left. And I'm standing on that. You left. You left. She said, well, now it's edited. I don't know if it was edited then. She said, I'm not here to fight. You both went public denouncing me a few times. I didn't leave the friendship. I went to B's the day before. I said, you lost your shit over your hair. We're there to support you during your family and your family during a horrific crisis bigger than YouTube. You turned it into content. You turned it into gossip and content. GG's. You said, okay, I don't want to fight. I hope you have a great evening. I said, I'll pray for you. You left our chat. You did not speak to me after you were mad about Tara and your hair. And what was I supposed to think, Shelly? I still ask that. What was I supposed to think? You fucking freaked out because Tara made fun of your gray hair. Bitch, I die to have your hair. Okay, so I don't get the vanity. I don't get the vanity. I don't.
Okay, it's the projection for me. Like, Shitty is
The
so
vanity.
hung up on this hair shit. That is not why Shelly left the chat.
And then to say the vanity.
Yeah.
Like, it's what I can't, I understand it. And then it's just so much. It's just so much of Chicago just being a terrible person. And then saying she's not going to comment.
Mm-hmm. Yep. It's a bunch of
what they did. Of
deflection.
course you're not. You know? Why would she admit to what she's done?
She straight, I know it's in here. She straight up says it. Like, there's certain things I'm not going to comment on. She'll say
then she would have to admit that they did this shit, which we know you did, Chicago. We know.
I don't get the vanity. So what was I supposed to think, Shelly? You did the right thing morally by letting us go publicly, and God bless you. I said the last thing is this, and this is the paragraph where you claimed I threatened to expose you, where I was going to put this, and it's still not going to come out of my mouth. It came out of your mouth. You went right to Terry Lynn. So however many more people know about it, then they know about it. But I will never say it. On pain of death, I will never fucking say it. Never. It's not coming out of my mouth. You can tell whoever you want, however many people already know, but it never came. May God strike me dead. It's never coming out of my mouth. But you took it and you ran with it. These words that I said to you, you so misunderstood them. This is where literacy comes into it. And this is where comprehension comes into it, Shelly. And I'm telling this to you for your own good. You need to learn comprehension. You have to. I don't know how you're going to learn it at this age, but you have to. Because this paragraph here is not what you made it out to be. And you jumped the gun so fucking bad because you didn't understand it. You know what I mean? So.
Oh, hold on, young.
I don't know. But fuck. You made me into this horrible, horrible bad guy. Content. You turned it into gun.
All right, sorry. That's where I accidentally, on the vertical, I accidentally scrolled to the live underneath it and had to go back, and then I had to find my spot again. You guys, she looks just as psychotic as she sounds. And that's not me to like degrade her. Like, she looks manic. It's not normal.
She sounds manic.
Yeah.
This is
she
mania.
looks how she sounds.
Mm-hmm. She sounds manic. Yep. Trying to get in front of something that actually made you look worse, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
Gossip and content, GG's. You said, okay, I don't want to fight. I hope you have a great evening. I said, I'll pray for you. You left our chat. You did not speak to me after you were mad about Tara and your hair. And what was I supposed to think, Shelly? I still ask that. What was I supposed to
Hold on. I'm still looking for my spot.
The secrets of our group message in your family. And I will speak for me. I can't play this game with you, Shelly. I can't cry over you and have you kick me yet again. You were an experience. Maybe one day I'll show up in a comment section, maybe not. Thank you for freeing me. You could have done this privately. I wish you and your family all the best. Your response to me was, I thank you all for your support. I was under the impression everything was good. I had been talking to B for months before. I thought it was all worked out. Were you talking to me? Were you talking to me, Shelly? No. No. Don't expect other people to be your fucking mouthpiece.
Well, don't expect Shelly to come and talk to you when you said in the beginning that y'all never talked like that before. So why would she? And yes, Teresa, you just listening to only this. That is exactly why Shelly left. Because she didn't want to go on and on. Because the hair comment, whether petty you think it is, it's something that Shelly's been like struggling with. And it rubbed her the wrong way. So she didn't want to be in the group chat and make like derogatory comments or go on and on like about Tira. And she didn't want to do that knowing that they are friends with Tira. Did Shitty completely turn on Anaconda when she left the group chat? Because I think it was 2 days later that Rebrand's live when they're in there lying, saying they're not friendly and they don't talk to Shelly. It wasn't a long time. And yes, Shelly, is the irony of her blaming Shelly for making her look bad. She did that all on her own. I know. I know, JJ.
Closed mouth gets no food. The closed mouth doesn't get fed. You didn't tell me anything.
She didn't owe you nothing.
You said, I've been talking to B for months. I thought it was all worked out again. It's not the private friendship that I had the issue with. It was the constant public comments about whether we were friends or not. You all didn't need to take it publicly. You took it publicly. You did. You said I tried to blackmail you. You said 3 ladies, 3 conversations. Everybody knows I'm the fucking hothead. I admitted to it. I got to it. I'm like, yeah. I lost my mind because she took something and made me look like I'm this evil, twisted thing. Nowhere is there a threat, Shelly. Verbatim. I just read it, word for word. Well, one of the ladies said that I would never tell why. Well, here, let me tell you why. It's because there was a family thing. No shit, Sherlock. I was not throwing down. Yeah. I wasn't throwing down anything. And right about now, it's dawning on you that you really didn't fucking understand what I said. You took 2 sentences and you twisted it around. Maybe that is part of reading and comprehension, but maybe you should have brought it to your husband to say, is this what Chicago meant? Bring it to your mother. Mom, since you were so showing everybody, why didn't you show it to your mom and say, Mom, what does Lynn mean by this? Because I'm sure your mother must have some comprehension skills. You said she was pretty brilliant, right? So I'm sure she must have some sort of literacy thing going.
Wow, man.
I told you.
Wow.
Degrading as fuck.
Yeah, this is so demeaning, and all of this stems from her not being able to take accountability.
Yep.
So she's trying to demean Shelly, and at every turn, every aspect of her life, she's taking digs at every aspect of her looks, her intelligence, her everything.
And she's not done yet, son.
Oh my God, man.
If dyslexia causes this, you need to figure out how to fix it. Because if you're teaching your kids, you're failing your kids because you don't have it unlocked yet.
What the fuck?
What do you think about that?
What the fuck?
Yep.
What the fuck?
Yep.
Chicago. Bitch, if you... See, I don't talk about kids. But you should not be... Because, bitch, you don't have normal social cues. You should not be talking about what they teach their kids or how they teach their kids. This is just to be vicious. To even bring her kids up. That because somebody has dyslexia, they're incapable of learning or teaching. She's a bigot in so many ways.
That's some ableist shit right there.
Yeah, yes. Holy shit.
Yep. And remember, she kind of did this with me before and my son.
Yep.
I don't care what the fuck I share about my kids. That's my right as a parent. Now, I don't share pretty much shit on here anymore. That doesn't give anyone else the right to talk about it.
No, no, or undermine your parenting or your mothering. Listen to me. Shelly has always shown that she's a loving mother. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. She's always shown that, okay? We make mistakes as parents, all the things, but there's never been an instance of me thinking that she doesn't love her kids, man. What the fuck are we talking about?
I'm just putting myself in Shelly's position and thinking if Chicago brought up my like disabilities to shit on me as a mother, and it like burns my insides.
And Shelly, if you're listening to this, don't internalize any of this shit.
No.
This has zero to do with you. This is Chicago. This is all on her. Seriously. These are all her character defects coming to the surface right here.
Exactly that.
That is that's an honest criticism. There's no way what I just read was a threat to you, but you took that paragraph. Oh, so there's no way I'd say it, huh? You're gonna threaten me, huh? No, that's not what that was. That is not what that was. Shame on you, Shelly. That's the first thing.
Shame on you, bitch.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Like, if that truly isn't her and her intentions in writing that, which I definitely saw it that way when I read it, it doesn't matter. It matters how Shelley interpreted it. Shitty's saying, like, you need to take in what I'm saying, my intonations. I don't know how you do that when you're reading something someone fucking wrote, but like, so Shelley in her own way did that, and that's how she interpreted it. And just like she can't shit on you for how you see things or how you feel, you can't do it to her. So Shelley did what Shelley does. She 8 Mile herself.
Yep. And she told her right there. She told her, "Oh, are you threatening me now?" So she let her know immediately how she perceived it. So for Chicago to say you can't take it as that, and if you took it as that, it's because you're dumb. You're dumb. Like, Chicago, I just, when I thought you couldn't get any worse, you proved me wrong, girl. For real. You proved me wrong. You are vile, man.
Hey, allegedly.
That's the first thing. Fuck, everything's on my phone. Okay, everything I want. Okay, go to YouTube. So you jumped the gun like you did with Cursed Eye. You misinterpreted it. And then after the fact, it's, oh my God, I feel bad. Okay. Well, it sucks to be you.
Yes.
These posts.
Yes, Stanley Cup.
Okay. Let me remove this post because I'm going live now. I'm hoping everybody can still hear me. Okay. I put a post up because I was going through my phone and I didn't remember what the fuck it was. And I asked, I said, does anybody remember what happened on August 25th or like 5-ish? I found it in my phone's calendar with the YouTube reference. Anybody, I hate when this happens, post below things.
All right. Now, this is, in my opinion, another round of absolute bullshit. So Shitty makes this post of what she just said, like, does anyone remember what happened on so-and-so date? And on that exact same date is when something that Shelley shared with them in the chat happened. Something that the three of them, Shelley believes, was like holding in their back pocket that they could use to like go at Shelley negatively. I'm not going to say specifically what happened. It's not my place. But Shitty is going to turn it around and act like she was trying to figure out when some person like passed away.
That makes no sense. Makes no sense, because she could have asked her friends, hey, privately, hey, do you remember on such and such date what happened? She could have Googled it to see if anything significant happened on that date. It was a veiled threat.
Just like Anaconda with the community tab post. Posted and then deleted. It was a veiled threat.
It's a veiled threat that only she would catch, right?
Yes.
And something that they could have deniability later about and come up with this lame ass excuse. That makes no sense. Ask your friends privately or Google it. You Google a day. If it's like a famous person that passed away, it'll come up, right? Like, girl, you did a whole community post because you couldn't remember the specific date. Like, the coincidence, it's not a coincidence. It's a veiled threat. She got it. and she received it. And that's what you do. You guys are cowards. You're cowards.
Yep, stand for nothing.
Is I had a video saved because it was like 5 o'clock in the fucking morning, 6 o'clock in the morning. And I couldn't text it to my mom and wake her up that Bridget Bardot died. So I'm sorry that you felt some way, because then you make this post. You put this up. You put this up and then you deleted it. Like, why would you do that? You put it up and then you deleted it, because I went to look and it's like, what are you on about?
Why don't you ask Anaconda why she did that?
Right. Why don't you ask yourself why you deleted this whole live? How about that?
Yeah.
Chicago? What the fuck are we talking about? What the hell? Again, the call is coming from in the house.
Oh, I just love how it didn't even fucking matter. It took me a couple extra minutes. Oh, well.
I don't remember these fucking things, Shelly. I've got the fucking memory of a sieve. I'm sorry Mike had an accident. But Bridget Bardot died. That's more important than Mike and his accident.
Okay, well, I kind of forgot she mentioned it. So Shelly's husband had like a little fender bender, I think with a deer or something. And a car accident, even though it was just like, he was able to drive away, everything was fine. Car accidents can be really bad. Like, yes,
They're
a
terrifying.
famous person passing away is awful, but to be like, that's more important than your family's car accident.
Well, wait, does she know the person that passed away? Was it someone personal to her life or something?
I don't know. I think it was just a famous person.
Right. That's what I don't remember the exact post, but I thought it was like a celebrity or something.
Yeah.
So her acting like Shelly is supposed to feel that a celebrity passing is more important than her husband being in a car accident, and her remembering that date very well. So when you bring up that date, of course she's going to assume that you're making a veiled threat at her, and to try to again act like, girl, you're not that important. Like, shut up, Chicago. Shut up. You made a veiled threat. Own it, bitch. Own it. Yeah, I was warning you. Own it. Again, they're cowards. They're cowards. I'm sorry. They're cowards.
I wish I could explain it better to explain why it's actually a threat, because there's a missing piece to the story that, again, is not my place to share.
No. Yeah, no.
But
there's an important
Anaconda,
piece, guys, that I've seen
yes.
too, but we're not snakes. We're not
Yeah.
snakes. We're not going to out somebody else's story. But there's a missing piece of why Shelly would have assumed there was a veiled threat. And again, I'm not dyslexic, Chicago, and I perceived it as a veiled threat to her. So tell me my comprehension skills are askew too, bitch.
Yeah. I kind of want to try to explain it without fully. Basically, there was some really bad, not so legal advice given to Shelly. And I think they were under the assumption that Shelly and her husband took the advice,
but
which
they didn't.
They did not.
Yep.
Which is why what Chicago did with posting that was a threat.
And it comes back to them. They gave out this terrible fucking advice and assumed that she took this terrible life-altering advice, which she didn't. So that adds to the veiled threat of it all. And didn't be bitch to you actually say something, inferring a sentence, something along those lines. I hate fucking you bitches are evil, and we see you, bitch. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm gonna shut the fuck up. We see you, bitch.
And this is the problem right here. Betty says, I am dyslexic and I take great offense to her comments.
Yes.
Like, shitty, you could have supporters that are also dyslexic and they're not taking it in a good way.
Or having any learning disability.
Yes.
Right? Because I've done it in the past. Somebody was coming at me and said the wrong tense of a word, and I made a joke, but I didn't know that this person suffered from dyslexia, and they ran to that, and I'm like, how the hell would I have even known that? I was just talking about you trying to drag me, and you know what I mean? Like, your insult hits different when you're spelling it wrong. That's what I was coming at. So I get it, you know what I mean? And that's the thing. She's being so demeaning to anybody that may have learning disabilities or any kind, you know what I mean? To outwardly say that they're less smart. They're not as smart. is so disgusting and untrue.
I dare a bitch to say this kind of shit to my face about me or my child.
Seriously. But behind keyboards, people are real brazen and shit. In
Mm-hmm.
Chicago, that's not for you to go and threaten me to come meet you in Chicago or some shit, bitch.
Oh, she'll
We
get
don't
real
want you
gangster.
dislocating a hip. We don't want you dislocating a hip, bitch. Be careful. Fuck. Sorry. Sorry.
Oh, shit.
All right, that was grimy. Sorry. I'm gonna shut the hell up now.
Yeah, it was funny.
You just need that fucking gossipy shit. Okay. Here's so she posted the comment twice now. Okay. Never did a claim. I don't give a shit about your claim. What dirty deed? Okay. You said when. Hold on.
Hey, Shelly.
Okay,
And yep.
so when he pulled up Bliss Chris's background report and showed it in the Four Corners chat, that was normal to you, and suggesting I commit insurance fraud. Okay, this is normal. That's insane. Number one, it never fucking happened. There was nothing on Bliss Chris in the Four Corners chat. Nothing. I went back to look. I used the keywords. There was nothing there. There was nothing there. But you know what I do remember during that time and what did show up? You were moving and you wanted B's help to make sure you weren't moving close to her. Does that ring a bell? Ring a ding, ring a ding.
Ring a ding, ring a ding. Chicago.
She's
You
a
are
liar.
sorely mistaken.
Yeah, she's a liar.
Because,
oh my God.
You guys, do you know how I know this is a lie? Because when all that happened, when I was being delved into, Shelly was already in her new home.
Yep. Yep.
So why would the reasoning be that Shelly and B did that to make sure that they're not moving close to me when Shelly was already in the fucking place?
Yep. Yep. And again, she's using the sleight of hand. It wasn't in Four Corners.
Yep.
It was in the group chat. Okay.
Well,
Right,
this
whichever one,
is
whatever you
what's
called it.
confusing. This is what's confusing because at this time, this is right before this is when B changed the name of the main group chat, which was Not Felons, to Four Corners.
Yes.
So Chicago can get away with saying this here, that she went to the now main group chat Four Corners to look for this shit. No, it wasn't there. But actually, Shelly has told me that I think like my Facebook was shared in the main chat, which also coincides with Curls when she came to me last summer and told me that exact same thing. So tell me again, Chicago, was anything in the was anything in the sirens? Let's put Four Corners away. Let's talk about, I want to know more about the sirens chat.
Mm-hmm. Chicago's now deny that too, or say that it was for someone's safety, that you discussed all these things, the background check, talked about her mother, her sister, all of that was for safety reasons, right? Oh no, I forgot. It was water cooler gossip. My bad. That's what
But
it
look,
was.
Cindy, she contradicts herself right here because she says, I looked back in the group chat and nothing was said about Bliss Chris. But then she goes on to talk about why the things that were done in the chat were fucking done, even though the reason she's giving is a lie.
Yes.
Bitch, it can't be all five.
No, it cannot. It cannot be. That's what I'm saying. This was a bad idea. I see why you deleted it, girl. But we got it. We got it.
Does that ring a bell? That's a chat you had with B, not with me, not in Four Corners. You were worried you were going to move close to Bliss Chris because you live in the same town. That's what I remember. So these partial truths. So if B did do background check, it's from information she got from you. Like, were you also the one that gave the stuff to Jeremy?
Kind of like how yes, Shelly is what started this. I will fully agree with that, but only because B went to Shelly and directly asked her for my legal name.
Yes, she did.
And then B, the one other thing that Shelly admits to looking up is like the deed. B is the one that did like the background check, and she looked up all my family members, and that's when she said, well, there's only one family member of hers that lives close to Shelly.
Yep, but it started off with her asking for your name.
Yep.
Asking for your name. So that's where it began, Chicago. And regardless, she was able to do the background check with the information she was given. Yeah, we know that. Okay. So if I'm in a getaway car and we go rob a bank and somebody gets shot accidentally, I'm still responsible for the person that got shot because it was during the commission of a crime. Again, Shelly, I'm not saying you did a crime, right? I don't want you to get worried. I'm just saying the analogy. Shut the fuck up, Chicago. Stupid.
Give me one second. I'm just going to prove something. Again, I can't show anything, but I'm going to tell you guys the date. Here we go. November 20th. Shelly, when did you secure your home? Because I believe it was November 1st, and you guys were in there December 1st. And then the rest of it, like, that's only when B asked for my real name. The rest of, like, the investigatory shit was done when Shelly was already in the home.
Yes.
Okay, just wanted to give a date with that receipt. I'm fucking looking at it.
The address and the name? Because you had all that information. You gave it to B. You talked about it, and then he said, okay, give it to me. I won't tell anybody. I'm scared. I'm moving.
No, B went to her and asked her.
Yep.
Stop with the half-truth, Chicago.
Yep. Tell the whole truth, Chicago. We've seen her ask Shelly for Bliss's name.
I don't want to be close to her, on my privacy. We were going through a lot back then. And we really thought we were friends. So look, I'm not saying it's wrong or right, but I didn't see it. In that Four Corners chat that you're talking about, that chat was the one that Pearls was in, and that Stina was in, and Anne was in, and me and B.
I thought Anne wasn't in any group chats. What, Shitty? And this is where Shitty can get away with calling this the Four Corners. Because B had changed the name.
Yep.
She's talking about the main group chat. I want to know about the Four Corners Sirens chat, Shitty.
Yep. With only 4 people in it, to be specific.
Because all you guys need is your 4 corners. You just need to stay in your square.
Yep.
It's not there. It's not there. It wasn't there. I asked Tina to double check last night. Girls can check. It's not there. It wasn't there. These are conversations that you are mixing up who you had them with, as far as I'm concerned.
No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
I don't recall you being terrified of moving next door to Bliss Chris because you were going back to your old neighborhood, and there was somebody that lived a couple houses down from your dad that you found on Facebook. But there's saying that and then saying, okay, well, this is a name, this is an address. That didn't happen.
She's legit explaining what was done. So obviously it was put in the chat.
But it wasn't there. She looked for it last night, guys. She looked for it last night and there was nothing there. But she's explaining in detail why there was a few houses down from your dad. Somebody, like, again, trying to defend the indefensible and trying to confuse people with minor details, right? It's the group, the big chat, the small chat, with the semantics that she's playing. She's hoping to confuse people. And it's not working. Shitty, there's no explanation for the grimy shit you people did. There's no need for that. When has Bliss ever, like, threatened to come harm somebody? When? I don't understand this.
Again, I was thinking that too. Like, I was trying to think back. And I think I made one trolley comment that said, like, Baltimore's a small spot or, like, something like that.
I'm saying I get Shelly being worried, right? I get it.
I don't, but I can wrap my head around it, I guess.
Yeah, I can too, because, you guys live in the same place, but very different, right? With your life experience and everything. And So I get it, but these are women that, come on, Chicago's supposed to be bout it. Like, girl, what do you know what I mean? Why wouldn't you ease your friends' worries? Like, don't worry about it, girl. That's not a thing. But they're like, oh my God, yes, we have to find out every fucking thing. These people, if they lived close, I could see them staking out your house, Bliss. For real.
Oh, so totally. Fucking aerial views of my home. You know what? We got a new roof like 2 years ago. I've never even seen my own roof, but these
Right?
bitches have.
Yes.
I never saw that. God struck me dead. You know, on God.
And again, she's saying she's never saw it while explaining what she saw.
Yes.
You can't make it. Again, you cannot make this shit up.
No.
No, that didn't happen. You wanted that help. So maybe that's what happened. I don't know. I don't know what you're showing. I don't know what you're mixing up. I don't know.
You don't know what she's showing.
Okay.
She showed, man.
Okay.
And that's what it comes down to.
And that's crazy because
Go ahead. Sin? Hello?
she showed. And
Oh,
if
Sin,
there
you
was
just cut
nothing, you
out.
would say there's nothing to show.
Sin, you just cut
Again,
out for
pay
whatever
attention.
you just said.
Oh, sorry. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
My screen went black. I'm so sorry because I had to take my earphones out. Anyway, she makes no sense. She makes absolutely no sense because if there was nothing, they said nothing, did nothing, she wouldn't say, I don't know what you showed. That's like somebody who goes into an interrogation and is wondering what the cops know. You know what I
Yep,
mean? Like, girl,
exactly.
if there was nothing, you did nothing, there would be nothing for you to worry about what was shown or what she could be confusing. No, you're the ones trying to be confused and trying to confuse people. We are not confused. We saw it. We know what you guys did. Stop it. Blaming it all on Shelly. You guys trying to use her as a scapegoat over and over and over again.
Yep.
She's the only one that's been honest. The only one.
Yep. And hi, Fancy was my name. Welcome.
Be going live. Da, da, da. So you're throwing things out as if they're facts. Like, I'm supposed to know that B sent you an email and stop it. You and me. You and me.
All right. I think we're getting to the part where she is getting sidetracked and distracted by someone in the chat. I'm going to put this a little faster because I need to get going soon.
Yeah.
Private DK with Tara. I have a. Tell me the truth. Did you share or have a private DK with Tara? I don't know what a private DK with Tara is. Tara and I used to be besties years ago, Mad Nutter. Years ago. Tara and I haven't been friends for a long time.
Why is that?
Tara hurt me. And we just never. Oh no, I'm not sticking up. I'm not sticking by Cursed Eye. What I'm saying is Shelly did the same thing to her. Cursed Eye and I are friends. We don't talk. This is you're assuming a friendship when there isn't one. There's no friendship. There isn't. We don't talk. We don't do any of that. Tara, I can be civil with because once upon a time she was very, very important to me. Once upon a time, Tara was important to me. And then I just had to adult it out because she's friends with people that I care about very deeply and I want to keep them in my life. And I trust them not to share what's going on with me and vice versa. And it's worked, you know? Okay. Let's see.
But come on, Shitty. B has come to you complaining about Tira. Who do you guys think from what I said in the beginning when I was reading what was said by B? Who do you think she was creating distance with?
Right. Exactly. And to say that you're being civil with Tara just so you won't lose your friends. Why does your friendship with them have to be dependent on you being civil with Tara?
Yep.
Fucking weird thinking from, again, grown ass middle-aged women.
Yep.
My friends can like people I dislike and we're good. Like, that has nothing to do with me. You know what I mean?
That is a hard fucking line no in the bingo club though.
Shit. Listen.
Looking at the popcorn. You Chicago yourself condemned Cursed Eye. Yes, I did. I absolutely did. I was driving and I made a video and I absolutely said it was wrong. I didn't. Here's the reason why I backpedaled on that, because I didn't know what happened. I'm not fucking with you. I was driving. I couldn't read and drive at the same time. I was told. Okay, so I was told that Sarah's name, all that. That's what I was told. When I went to go look for it, I didn't see anything. I saw court papers that were redacted and I couldn't make shit out of it. I didn't see Sarah's name. I didn't see her husband's name. I don't see her children's names. I don't see the state she lived in. So wherever Kirstein's got those papers from. Now, let's not forget, Sarah.
I wonder who gave her those papers, guys. It couldn't be our friendly neighborhood BDU, could it?
Right.
Because she also shared them.
Yep. And
Ended
she
up
does the
doxing
background checks.
Sarah.
Mm-hmm.
Again, someone who used to be a friend.
Sarah gave Kirstie her information. Do you remember that? Kirstie went to the police and then she told Sarah, give me your information, because Sarah said she was getting things in the mailbox. The one that said she was in Rhode Island. You said you were then. I don't know how to respond to you, Shelley. Looking at the popcorn, let's see, that was 2024. And yeah, do you recall I said I wanted information? And because B went to the police department, put a case against her. So I said, yeah, you know what? I'd like a name. And I'd like proof that it's a real person. You wanted to collect. So you started emailing B.
Lie. B emailed Shelley first. Just gonna keep reminding everyone of that.
Yep, because the it matters. It matters.
It does.
Right? This is their big thing.
Yep. It does matter.
I came up with her. Let's see. You went to your business thing and you're the one that said you was in Rhode Island. You said you were getting hits on your website, like after specific things. I don't recall all of it, but I do know it had to do with your website and Rhode Island. And then that made us think, oh my God, she's the one that drove past Marissa's house then and took that video and all that stuff was coming from popcorn. To me, it makes sense if you're in the same damn town and then say, oh yeah, somebody emailed it to me. I don't know who it is. That's what made sense to me. I don't think it goes back to you. I think it goes back to that guy.
And see, this is the shit that I'm not down with. I don't care who it is. We don't do this shit in our chats then. We're not looking up people. We're not calling phone numbers that could possibly maybe be associated. Like, this is some gross shit.
Intrusive stuff that they think is normal. And again, a pattern of behavior, because you're hearing they don't do this stuff. They didn't do this to Bliss, but then she's went into detail how they did this to Bliss and how they also did this to Pop.
Yep.
And they're validated, they're justified in being intrusive, no life having as grown ass women.
Well, they've also done it to Sarah's Odd. They've also done it to Chris.
Yep.
So yes, it's just to show the pattern. All right, give me a second because I want to scroll past this.
Okay.
All right.
Why did it need to be common knowledge, you stupid twat? Why? The shit they're doing behind the scenes, you think they're gonna have to fucking say it? That's the reason why there's private conversations, because everything's not supposed to be public, you stupid, stupid little girl.
Sen, she's talking about us there and supposedly the shit that we're doing behind the scenes.
Wait, what did she say?
Hold on. She didn't say our names here.
Of course not.
Here.
Why? Why did it need to be common knowledge, you stupid twat? Why? The shit they're doing behind the scenes, you think they're gonna have to fucking say it? That's the reason why there's private conversations, because everything's not supposed to be public, you stupid, stupid little girl. Yes, oh my God, I called a public library in fucking Rhode Island. Yes, I did. So I'm copying to my shitty behavior. Okay, I called a fucking library. Oh, Shelley.
You're trying to track down a woman by their voice, and there's no normalizing that, Chicago. And you're so angry that you're going to call her a twat and stupid little girl, but she wasn't a stupid little girl when you were using her for her information and for a lot of other things, Chicago, that we won't talk about, right? But you women exploited her okay, and threw her to the wolves. We see all the dirty that you're doing while you're trying to deflect and say the dirty that we're doing. Please, again, produce it. Produce stuff that we're doing behind the scenes. Because again, I called you a bitch here publicly. I call you a bitch privately. I don't care what your house looks like, what your address is. Never, Chicago. And you've accused me of that shit with no proof because it never happened. You guys are deflecting because that's the shit that you guys do on a regular basis. We don't do
Yep.
that shit. Ever.
It's the whole time, like I said, like I assumed until I saw it firsthand, it's all been projection this entire fucking time.
Fucking crazy.
Yep, you definitely needed some money and you wanted to collect, and you were sending all sorts of information. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Because I would have liked during that time, for while all the things were being gathered for the suit, to have a person. You even were sending emails. No, you were putting emails in the group chat from Shay. Oh yeah, we can chat Shay. You just put them in chat. Shay's emails in chat. Instead of just passing out a message, you just copy and paste it or whatever the fuck you did. But yeah.
Wasn't that done to me too, though? Wasn't that done to me too, though? Wasn't that also done to me too, though? My voice notes were recorded and copied and pasted too. But that's okay.
Not just that, made into a video link.
Yeah, and they're not talking about their part they're playing in all of that too, right? Trying to put a bullseye back on Shelly's back. Why don't you, stop telling half truths, Chicago? Your whole shit is half truths, but here you are continuing to tell half truths. Tell the whole truth about all of that, Chicago. You won't, though. You won't.
Nope.
You won't.
That's all I have to say on that.
Me too.
So I'm looking for Bliss. I don't know Bliss's name. I recall whatever was done. No, I don't even recall it. I recall hearing about it, what it was done in Jeremy's chat to Bliss Chris. I never followed Bliss Chris. I didn't know Bliss Chris. I still don't know Bliss Chris.
But she just talked about earlier how she was listening to my live while she was messaging Shelly.
Exactly.
She's threatened to post a cam slip. She doesn't know me though, guys. She knows
she doesn't know you.
My entire life, but she doesn't know me.
Yeah. That's another way to like try to, belittle you. I don't even know you. Like Chicago, you know who the fuck Bliss Chris is, girl.
Well, she's always done that. I'm always the side character. Remember that one live where, like, while we were live, she made a community post. She had like a real weird, specific. I think it was. I don't even know. It was fucking weird. Like, she's always basically referring to me as irrelevant.
Yeah.
Well, that's fine, and I could understand that when she said that. Okay. Because I think I'm actually irrelevant, but I was relevant enough for y'all to dig in my whole fucking life. You fuckers have looked at my roof. I haven't even seen my roof.
Seriously. I wish I could be irrelevant to these fucking weirdos. Please.
Right?
Please. Because you guys are fucking crazy and dangerous with your bullshit. Please let me be irrelevant. Don't know who I am.
I wish I could go back to that, to believing I'm irrelevant again.
Right.
So I don't know why it's something I really give a fuck about. You were the one worried about moving by her. And I am very geographically disinclined. I can't read a map. I like to think everything is small town and like everybody knows everybody. I don't know why my brain works that way. I don't know why. Like, I thought Steph would know somebody because I knew somebody in that area. Oh, they must know. Or Selfie Queen. I thought she might know somebody. No, it's stupid on my part, but I don't know why I think that way. But I do. And I am geographically, I can't read a map. So you went to be for information to make sure that the houses you were renting, that I remember.
One, why would Shelly need to go to B for information? Me and Shelly have spoken. Shelly is very well versed in how to look people up. Okay, I'll leave that there. And two, if B carries such integrity and morals and she does nothing wrong, why would she entertain this if it wasn't something that she's already used to doing? Because I guarantee if you came to me asking for me to do this shit, I'd be like, Sin, are you good? Like,
right. Why would you feel comfortable to ask somebody stuff like that, right?
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
That's not group chat. That's not something that was shared with everybody. You found her Facebook. Saying I found her Facebook is a lot different than saying, okay, her name is Joanne Jones and she.
So she's admitting there that in the main group chat that it's true. Shelly posted my Facebook, which is exactly what Curls told me. But before, Chicago said that nothing was ever posted about me in the chat, and she looked.
And she, again, minimizing that your name is attached to your Facebook, saying finding a Facebook is not the same as her name is such and such. Yeah, because you don't have to say it. It's visually there, stupid bitch.
Yeah,
She's
and
plain
see, that's
stupid.
again, that's what I was confused about, because I did change from my legal name, like my Facebook.
Right.
But like I said last live, and this is how the neighbor from Shelly's dad comes in. Apparently, Shelly's dad had some man neighbor who had a daughter that I used to work with, and there was still a public post of her tagging me when I used my legal name as my Facebook name, and that is
What
how
you were
Shelly got me.
previously known as, right? Like
Yeah.
6 degrees of separation, because you guys
Yes.
live in Baltimore, right?
Yep, and Shelly admits that's how she looked into me.
And
She
that's
said
what we're
she first
saying.
went through my IG, and it was all
Yep.
about friends of friends,
Yep.
3 times removed.
But again, Shelly has admitted all of this. Again, she hasn't minimized her part in any of it, while Chicago this whole time is minimizing their role and trying to throw it all on Shelly, when Shelly
Yep.
has openly admitted to her part in everything, and again didn't omit certain parts to make herself look better.
Nope. She didn't.
No.
She's living in Rhode Island. So there's a lot of half truths that you told Shelly. And I don't know if it's because you really didn't understand and comprehend it. I can only assume that. I'm trying to see, is there anything else that you need me to own my shit? You're making it seem like you and I had more than what we had. And I felt for you more because you were my kid's age and I wanted to help you. And you make drama and cause problems. And I'm human and I hit back. What did you expect? I've been quiet. I didn't want, I'm certainly not going to reach out to you privately to do this. You took this public. You're the one that did this. You did this. You did this. You did. You painted me as a monster because I know the situation, and you're saying that I would go public with it. You made me out a monster. To hear Popcorn say the worst thing is to know that Chicago could do that. I wouldn't do that. I never would do that. I came out of Popcorn's mouth and I'm like, ugh.
Why did they all of them do this? It always leads back to Popcorn. Kind of like Jen Bailey, and it always leads back to Jules.
Yep. Because they have created that she's this villain in their fairy tales. And again, these are people that can't take any responsibility for their choices. Everything is someone else caused me to react this way. Someone else made me say the things I said in the chat, made me go live, press live, and do no self-awareness. It's crazy. And while she's saying that Shelly's her child's age, you should have been a better role model then. If you cared so much and wanted to help so much, you harmed her. And you're continuing to harm her by blaming her for things that you did. And it's like, there's no words though, Bliss.
There's
seriously.
no words. There's really not. It's blowing my mind listening to it again. All right, side quest. Coley. First of all, you don't have any fucking right or ground to stand on to demand that a subscriber show their face. 4-2, you fucking idiot. Diamond Eyes is not Tira. You want to know how we know that? Diamond Eyes used to be Rhinestone Cowgirl. And
Yes.
she is the same person that Tira screwed over in that giveaway by never sending her makeup palette winnings. So
Yes.
me, Cindy, JJ, Chronic, a
Yep.
few other people all got together and pulled in money, and Cindy went and got her a bunch of makeup because Diamond Eyes promised it to her 12-year-old granddaughter. And we did not want this little girl had been waiting for makeup for 8 months, okay? That Tira reneged on. So we know it's not Tira because we sent her a package, you idiot.
Yes. And JJ has spoken to her on the phone, knows her voice, and we've said, I sent a package to her had her address, all of the things. She is not Tira. And for Coley to expect for her to dox herself when this is not a safe platform, okay, people are intrusive as the live we're doing right now. We're not going to put Diamond Eyes out there to then people could reverse image search her and go further into her fucking life. Coley, fuck you. Fuck you. She owes you nothing. She owes you nothing, Coley.
All right, side quest over.
That's not what I was doing. And now that you realize that, I hope you know you have to be feeling like this. You did all this because you didn't take time to read. Or if you don't understand something, bring it to somebody who can explain it to you. Like, if you don't understand it, ask the grown-ups. I know it sounds stupid, but
it doesn't sound stupid. It sounds degrading.
Yes. Very degrading. And you're doing it to try to make her, again, to discredit her.
Yeah, she even
That's
said
all
it.
it's about.
You couldn't see her, but she showed up. I hope you feel like this. And she showed up like a little pinch symbol. She wants her to feel this way.
Wow.
Like she made the symbol with her like thumb and her pointer finger like you're little.
Wow.
She wants her to feel little. She's telling you. She's telling all of us.
Yeah.
They give themselves away every fucking time.
Yep.
Future, ask Mike, ask your mom. Don't bring your kids into it. Like, ask a grown-up to help you figure this shit out, because this ain't it. This is...
She brought Shelly's kids into it, though.
You created a cause.
Yeah. This is like the second or third time she's brought up Shelly's kids during this live.
And tell her, don't bring the kids into it. Chicago, you did. You did.
For like no reason. People have group chats, people have discords, people have, they text things like, everything you text your mother, is that supposed to be private? You know, is that supposed to be public information? No, everything I text my mother, is that supposed to be private information? My messages with me and my husband, is that supposed to be, it's private for a reason.
How can she say this after reading her DMs word for word just a little bit ago?
I know.
None of us have done that.
No, none of us have done that. But she can do it, and it's supposed to be private, but their fuckery is supposed to stay private. Their dirt, while they're actively, publicly accusing us of doing dirt behind the scenes, none of which they could ever prove because it doesn't exist. Again, I don't have to say, I wonder what's out there about me, what they know. It doesn't exist. It doesn't fucking exist, Chicago.
And you know what? That's what's driving them crazy, that they don't know what we've seen.
And she said it.
Fucking want it.
Yes, she said it. I don't know what they have, or yeah, I know.
You know, when you know that you're telling the truth and you're genuine and an honest person, you don't wonder about that stuff.
Nope.
Because it doesn't matter, because nothing was done.
Exactly. There would be nothing to wonder about. It doesn't exist.
Keep trying to save face.
Mm-hmm.
You know, when you think you have friendship and you trust people and you talk things and you say things and you theorycraft, that's what's usually done. It's not nefarious. But if you're not understanding it, I guess I can see it take attention to people. But you were wrong for doing that to me. You were so wrong for doing that to me.
Audacity.
It was such a threat. It was none of that. But congratulations, you got everybody thinking it was. I think one of the worst things that I found out about you is that I'm not even gonna say it.
Say it.
I'm not gonna say it. You fucked me over and made me a monster for no reason.
You are a monster.
I might be guilty on 50,000 other things, but this specific thing, it never sat right. And I wanted to address it, but then you just couldn't help but poke me. Why? Just leave me alone. Leave me alone. You do owe me a fucking huge apology for what you did. Huge.
No.
Because I didn't blackmail you. I was never going to give this information out. I never did, and I never will. But because your dumbass ran and told other people, that's on you. That's unconscionable. Unfucking conscionable. Oh, Shelly ran to Terry. Her enemy, she hates Terry. Terry hates her. But what did she do? She ran to the person she claimed she hated the most and told her. So disappointing. That's your fucking family, man. Disappointing. You're disappointing. You disappointed me. There'll not be a third time. Nope.
Wow. Why is she so up in arms that Shelly shared something personal that happened to her and her family with Terry. Like that again, also coupled with what I shared in the beginning of this live, like the level of hate that these women have for Terry and have had for Terry for a long time, all the while they were friends. It's so fake and disgusting.
And sad. Because Terry did nothing to deserve it.
Nope. She was honest. She was an honest and genuine person, and she would call people on their bullshit, and they couldn't have it.
No matter who did it. And that they couldn't have that. Sucks, man.
Wow. All right, y'all. I think that's it.
Yeah. I'm going to drop so you can say goodbye. Thank you, Bliss, for having me up here. I love you so much, my
Thanks
girl.
for popping up last minute because we missed our special guest.
Hopefully she'll be here next Tuesday. Yeah.
Yeah, if she wants to come up, and we'll just do like a kick it live, and she can just come up and say whatever she wants to say.
Okay, I love you. I'm going to be in the chat.
Right. Love you, girl. Bye.
Bye.
All right, y'all. I definitely went about 30 minutes longer than I wanted to. 40 minutes longer than I wanted to. Who knows where this shit's gonna go, guys? As of right now, except for if one of my girls want to come up, because again, she was supposed to come up today, but I'm sure she got sidetracked with work or something. Unless she still wants to come up next Tuesday and say, the things that she wanted to say, I hope this kind of deads. I'm not stupid, and I've been through this before, so I don't think it's gonna dead yet. But as of right now, I'm putting it away. Putting it away. I don't clearly state I don't give a fuck what Shitty has to say to this or any of them. I don't care. Do not send it to me. I will not listen. I'm shocked I even listened to this one, but I happen to have some time because I was home alone, and thank God, because I was able to screen record it because the bitch done deleted it. So no regrets, but I won't, unless there's something really disgusting done, I don't want to know about it, okay? And again, here, this part of YouTube, my channel, let me be clear. Don't be a fool like Shitty and think it's a safe space, because nothing on YouTube is a safe space, okay? We got to live in reality. But there's no real life shit going on here. There never has been. There never will be. Do not bring me real life shit. Do not drop real life shit in my DMs. I do not want it. Okay? So while all the real life shit is going on all over there, please know that here, in that aspect, it's a safe space. Now, we could still get a grimy motherfucker that comes in here right now and drops someone's docs. Like, I can't prevent that shit. But just know that the people who belong here, part of this community, we don't do that shit. And it will forever stay that way. All right, y'all. Have a good day. Thanks for coming in.